Wait a minute. Oh, snap. Oh, shit. Holy moly, guacamole. I shouldn't have said that. That's what Drink Champ shit. That's not us. Hey, man, cut that music down, bro. Cut that music down, man. Hey, you know what this is, man. This is UNRAP, man. We back at it like crack addicts. You know what the hell, what the fuck, all of that is going on. We are in the building. You know what I'm saying? And I am the greatest, the most fantastical host in the fucking world, and I go by the name of Heat Detective. Okay.
5 hours later.
I feel that was a little sus.
To this
That's all
day.
I'm going to say that. That's all I'm going to say on that. And to my further right, I have the illustrious, super califragilistic, the greatest co-host on the planet. Dinosh Vino is in the building. Okay.
I think I got one more than you.
To this day.
Damn. All right. I don't know how this is all going to work out in the wash. And we also have the engineer in the building.
To this day.
All right. I like that. When the engineer doesn't get any type of applause or anything, that's when I love it. And I think that that's when I think he knows what's going on here.
What's going on?
You know what's going on, man. We fucked around and we gave him some access to the camera. And then he fucked around and was on the show. And then he got the Hollywood bug for a minute. And then so we've had to back it up. We had to, you know what I'm saying? We had to back him up a little bit. But
I call bullshit on that.
Okay. Nash Vino,
Yeah.
you know what I'm going to say about tonight, right?
Uh-huh.
What am I going to say?
You real motherfucking excited.
No, I'm not excited. I am not excited.
Yeah.
I'm outside my motherfucking body right now. I am outside of my body right now. I am
like that.
levitating. I am levitating. We got, you know what I was going to say, legend, but you know what? I'm going to change my mind on that one. I'm going to change my mind on that one.
Icon.
You know what I'm saying? Because I believe this man is working past legendary stages. You know what I'm saying? I believe this man is so dope that he doesn't even know how dope he is. I think people, when they look at him, they believe that he's overly dope. But I don't think I don't think he's even scratched the surface yet. He sent me his bio. I read his bio and I was like, what the fuck? Kind of reminded me of a little Heat. You know what I'm saying? Kind of reminded me of a little Heat. So of course I gotta love him. I gotta love the hell out of him because he reminded me of me. I was like, oh shit. Sounded like my story. Might have bit that. It might be a little bit of what do they call it? When you write somebody else's story? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to get into that right now. But anyways, this guy is, I would say that he's part of Chicago history, hip-hop history. I would say that this guy is legendary, but I don't even know what the next stage of legendary is. After legendary, the historic, what would you say? The next level of legendary status. Iconic.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
You know, epic.
The engineer finally came up with a fucking word to enhance the show. That's beautiful. Yeah, he's epic, man. That's dope. He is epic. And the craziest thing is, that's his motherfucking name. In the building tonight, we got the one, the only, EPIK1 in the motherfucking building. Said shit, ain't nobody called me enough. What the hell is going on tonight, man? What's happening, man? I'm overly happy that you're here. I know that my co-host was super excited about you being here tonight. I don't even know where to start.
I don't either, honestly.
I said that it reminded me of me when I read your bio when you sent it to me, because it really did. It reminded me of my journey in hip hop and what it means to me. You know, I started off pretty much like the same way, but obviously I ain't gonna get into numbers because we don't do that around here. But we're you know we're away from each other as far as when. Can I say like when?
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah.
When.
Parallel universe.
Yeah, let's just say that in a parallel universe.
Yeah.
No, I don't even want to say that. I was gonna say I started earlier than him, but I don't want to say that.
I mean, technically.
No, shh. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
You sure?
I'm positive.
All right.
But let's just say it reminded me. Let's just say it reminded me of my journey. It reminded me about being inspired. It reminded me about just doing everything and anything possible to be a part of it. When I say of it, I'm talking about hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
I like remember working an entire summer to get turntables. And when I read that you had worked to get your turntables, but I didn't have that kind of bread. I had to go to the pawn shop and get mine, and they were like, you know, when you know what I'm saying? And I had the realistic mixer and shit, you know what I'm saying? I might be giving my age away there. But it really reminded me a lot, you know, because I did graffiti. I used to break dance. And each element of hip hop, I got like
Chills, what up?
deeper and deeper and deeper into it. And for each one, I would just lose myself in it. And then when it would, you know, something else, like if it was graffiti, then I would lose myself in that. If it was breakdancing, I would lose myself in that. DJing, I lost myself in DJing. And once I started DJing, then it was over with. It was over with because I started rapping and then, you know, the natural progression for a DJ is to produce. But yeah, enough about me. They've heard my story plenty of fucking times, but we need to
I
hear.
haven't heard it. You got,
Well, you know, we'll chop it up, but. Tonight is your night, and we want to talk to you, about your journey, about what hip hop means to you, how it motivates you, how it moves you, you know, either physically or spiritually, however it moves you, and you know, your inspirations and everything of the sort. You know what I'm saying? Because I find you extremely fascinating. Because I also find myself extremely fascinating. What?
Lord have mercy.
What?
I ain't said a damn thing.
I can't find myself fascinating.
I'm just over here.
I'm a fascinating individual. I think.
I'm just co-hosting.
Anyways, all right. So tell everybody, anybody that's been living under a rock or in a cave in Afghanistan somewhere, tell them who you are, where you're from, and what you represent, sir.
Yo, first of all, thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Can we get a seat? This is why. All right.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm EPIK1, EPIK with the number 1. And I'm from Chicago. I'm like Chicago's very own. I can't tell you anything more than that. Like that I'm born and bred. Like there's a lot of people I run into and like, I'm from Chicago. No, you're not. Like I'm from Chicago. Grew up in Ukraine Village originally. And 46, so I've been doing hip hop since I was.
Oh, you just throwing your age out there? Like
I'll
that?
throw it out, man. Yeah.
Okay. Brave man.
Since I was 13, so 14, 13. But listening, so got into, you know, all the whole elements of hip hop, you know, through my teenage years. Instead of, you know, doing graffiti, instead of doing school stuff, I was learning the elements of hip hop. So
right.
So that's all I did, you know. So. And then one thing led to the other, and moved up by the Brickyard. Shout out! I don't think the northwest side of Chicago gets that much love. Like we get, you know, we know Commons area, we know, but the northwest side, man, we've been
okay. Well, name something outside of yourself.
Yeah.
Name something that came out of the northwest side of Chicago.
Man, okay, well, Panic. I got into making beats, and Panic and Visual. They used to live by Prosser, and I used to go over there. So there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just one off the top. That's just one off the top. The Mega Mall.
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed the Mega Mall is closed down. I want the nameplate.
Yeah.
And you went to Steinmetz, right?
I went to Steinmetz. Yep. So I went to Steinmetz, and didn't graduate because again I was too busy with hip hop. So that's one thing progressed to the next. Started working, just became a working class hip hop citizen.
What? Explain what a working class hip hop citizen is.
Oh man, yeah. So
I like that
yeah,
terminology. By the way.
yeah. So a working class hip hop citizen in its infancy is, man, I had so many jobs. I started working at Kmart. That was my first job at the Brickyard. That was back in the day. Kids are like, "What is Kmart?" And so then I started selling clothes for Oak Tree. That was back in the day at the Brickyard. Y'all remember that one?
I do remember Oak Tree.
Remember that? And then I think that's where I got my I guess, knowing how to talk to people, doing customer service like that. And then then I worked for UPS. Oh no, I was selling vacuums before that.
God damn it,
I was selling.
vacuums.
I was at
listen,
Kirby.
Hey, I gotta say this, man. No disrespect to motherfuckers that sell vacuums, but you know how many motherfuckers I know that like. I'm just gonna say like that went from the straight. They're like, you know what? I'm gonna go on the straight and narrow, man. No more. I'm quitting this. I'm quitting that, or I'm not hanging out no more. See them again. It's like, hey, bro, what's up, man? I seen you in a long time. What you been doing, man? Selling vacuums, bro. Like, what the fuck? Is that like a gateway drug, like a gateway job?
No, that right there was a learning experience to say the least.
Right,
And
I bet.
it was very quick.
Right.
It was very quick.
Door to door.
It was supposed to be like something like that. They try to get your connects. It was Kirby. If y'all don't know, if y'all heard of Kirby.
Yeah. My guy worked for Kirby.
Yeah. So did that and then landed at UPS. I was at UPS for hella long. Shout out to Franklin Park.
I worked out there.
You were there? You were there? Yeah.
He was probably your boss for a minute.
Not long though.
No,
he probably fired your ass.
No, I'm the one that got fired.
Oh
so.
shit! My bad.
I got fired for so many jobs. It's ridiculous. But again, like I was never there. It was like I just wanted to get what I had to get out of it, so I could get to the crib, start making beats, or just freestyling with the homies. It was just the ends to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I get it. I understand.
So there's a lot of other jobs I got fired from. I can't really name them all real quick. We wouldn't have enough time.
So what motivates you, like today? Like if someone, well, I'm asking you now, obviously, but to ask you, like, what motivates you in hip hop?
Oh man, does
there anything new motivate you? Like when you hear new music on the radio or whatever, what
it's different
motivates you?
It's different. Like at now that I have a 19-year-old son and I work, now it's like I have to find a motivation myself. It's just while it's kindling, I have to take advantage of it or else I'm gonna miss it. Right. So, but obviously, like looking at sometimes rap battles, like I'm like, oh man, they're spitting, like it's just like I start getting into that multi-syllabic and then I'm like, okay, then I'll start writing some bars, or sometimes I might put on a YouTube video and somebody's doing beats or talking about like the making of an album and I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to go home and do it. But then you get home and then you're like, I'm just gonna go to the fridge and eat real quick, and then it's gone. So it's really. But when I was younger, though, I'm more like hungry. So it was just about I wanted to be the best at everything. Just wanting to make the best everything, I guess. Yeah. But now that I know that I'm capable of pushing myself to the limits, it's just finding the time to just sit there and trap myself to do it.
Right. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
What element drew you to hip hop?
It was graffiti. It was it was graffiti because I used to draw as a kid. Everybody thought that I'd be like the best. Shout out to Tazari hooking me up with a fresh hat. Everybody thought I was gonna be like the next Pablo Picasso drawing in school. Like I went to the Art Institute on scholarships. Everybody thought I was gonna be the next whatever, and then taking the bus to the Art Institute, taking just looking at graffiti, and then you know, like at that time in like 7th, 8th grade, you know, it's a Chicago thing, I guess, like people come up to you and they're like, yo, you good at this? But check out my guy.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
check. And then it's when I saw the graffiti characters and I was just like, inside, I'm like, yes, that's good. Inside, I'm like, oh, that is so fresh. I want to do that. You know, it's just like that. And then when I saw the letters, the little phrases that would put on the side of the pieces, I'm like, man, this is so poetic. This is everything. And then they weren't teaching that at the Art Institute at the time. So, you know, I had to just connect with people and just investigate, you know, so that's how I got into it. Yeah. And then when I realized that it's all connected, I was like, oh man, that's connected to this. This is part of this. Because I was just like, it's just meant to be.
And your journey is like the literal like progression. Like you get into one element, you perfect it, and then you just kind of outgrow it, and then you move into the next.
It's not that I outgrew it. It's just okay. So like freshman year or like 8th grade, I got into graph. Like that's 92, 93, and then I was a toy, big time toy. And then, but still going to high school and then like meeting other graffiti writers. And then it was just like, oh, you're this guy. You oh man, how long? When somebody told me they were writing for like, I've been writing for 2 years. I was like, what? Man, that's why you're so good at it. Cause you put in the time. And it was just like that. And then come to sophomore year, I failed first grade. I failed freshman year. And then and then I had to do summer school. In summer school, there was this dude that I met, Mookie. Man, he was breakdancing, and I was just like, "Yo, that is so dope." I was like, "Man, just teach me to do a little something here and there." It's not like I wanted to be a b-boy. It's just that's the way the cards were dealt for me.
You
and
evolved.
then I met some other. We started Chicago Skywalkers breakdancing crew. And we'd have to watch Beat Street and reverse the part of the battle on VHS tape time after time until one of our boys, shout out to Super Dave, he really put us up on game on how to do things, and you know, just learning like that. Before YouTube videos, you had to actually put in your literal legwork to do that. And then we were asking ourselves at the time, like, and Steinman's like, yo, we just moved on to, now we're sophomores and we're breakdancing, you know, now what's next? And at that time I was doing little mixtapes, like actually pausing the tape, you know, because I didn't have turntables. And then I used to have a hella great cassette tape collection. Like I used to save my lunch money to go buy these cassettes. And I actually met Tame One and El the Sensei at the Brickyard one time. So, but I would go a lot to, and then when I found out that I had to buy records to actually make them blend, I was like, man. So I started off buying records, and then once that time, if you want to say, I could keep going with this.
Yeah, run it.
Okay,
man,
so
run it. It's your show.
Yeah, so then from there, learned how to DJ. I'd go to the record stores. This is as I already dropped out of high school. All I wanted to do at that time was, then breakdancing kind of fell back. But I still go to like little parties here and still breakdance. You know, I would see people like ciphering at these b-boy events. There was this place called the Alcatraz back in the day here in Chicago. I don't know if y'all remember it, but it was the Alcatraz. And man, I saw, you know who I saw freestyling one time, and he tripped me out? PNS from the Mole Man. He was freestyling. And everybody was just in a cipher, and I was like, one of the people I used to breakdance with, shout out to High C and all these other people that I used to breakdance with, they would freestyle, and I was like, man, that is so damn cool how you guys do this. And I was like, how do you do it? You know, and me and my boy Swag, we would go back from school. My boy Koki, my boy J5, we would just walk from school and just kick stupid, like just the dumbest raps, you know, just the dumbest.
Not the dumbest raps.
Yeah, it was just corny, you know, but still trying to make something rhyme. And I remember when I first rhymed something like off the top, then it connected. And I was just like, oh my God, I actually did it. You know,
like, what? I'm a rapper?
No. It was just like, and then I kept doing it. And then all of a sudden it was like from one, it almost felt like from one day to the next, it was just like, bam, I was just running with it, and I was just saying some off the wall stuff, and then it was like the whole art thing again, you know. Oh well, my guy freestyles too, and then we clashing, you know. So but it was cool, and I was still too. There was no sub T's at that time. That was I have to say like that's 97, 90, 96. But I go to record stores, and there was nothing. That was like the Jiggy era of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Jiggy era was, man, it was whack records. There was nothing good. And I was like, man, I know what's dope.
The shiny suit era?
Yeah, man.
He said it right. It was a Jiggy era. Straight up.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, this is whack. And a lot, even the underground stuff that was coming out, I was like, nah, I wanted stuff that sounded like Souls of Mischief. You know, I wanted that stuff. I wanted that flavor. So my mixer had a little sampler in it, so it had a little sampler. And
what kind of mixer was it?
It was a Gemini mixer. I think it had like maybe 8 seconds of sample time, something like that. So you could do these little loops. So I just buy records. I'd go to Maxwell Street.
Damn.
And you know the nickname. You know the nickname.
What, Two-Town?
Yeah. And
Look at you doing Chicago shit.
Come on, I was out here in '85. You're making me say my damn age. Damn it.
All right.
he was only 5 at the time. So I just started buying records, and but I was like, man, this thing is. And then I bought a drum machine, but they weren't syncing up because you got the beat machine right here. I didn't know anything about making beats. All I know is that I had an ear for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then like I mentioned earlier, Visual put me up on his brother, like Panic, like, and then he had the MPC 3000 at the time. I was like, man,
That's
just looking at
boy shit.
just looking at that, I was just like, man, now I'm gonna have to save up to buy that. Yeah. So that was another challenge, and then, but yeah, man, just buying records, buying all that stuff, but at the time though, I knew that I could freestyle, so I was like, oh man, writing is gonna be easy. This is just easy. So I'm just gonna start making beats, and it's gonna be a rap. You know, nope. For me, some people could write better than they could freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, I'd be stuck there and not knowing what to say, like, or overthinking it too much. But over time, like we're talking about, like this is like 99, 2000, early 2000s. Then I started really putting in work, writing, and then I developed my own writing style. But it took a while.
When you were going through this whole journey, did you ever? I mean, like, I think we all, like, when, you know, that have been in the culture of hip hop, I think we have all kind of had the thought of like, man, I'm gonna make it. But did you see your journey being the way that it is now? Like, did you see yourself like at 47 going, all right, I'm like, I guess I'm in this for life kind of shit, you know what I mean? But like, because I know, like, in the beginning parts of everything, your thought is, well, I know mine was like, I'm gonna get signed, I'm gonna go, this is gonna happen, you know what I mean? And you know, after time goes on, you end up being somewhere not somewhere different or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, what was did you see yourself being like, this is a lifelong thing? I guess that's what I'm saying. Did you see it as being? Did you know that it would be a lifelong thing for you?
I remember clearly one time as I was doing this, I was in the studio, and then in my own studio, and then I remember saying to myself, man, dude, you're gonna be 30 next year.
Right.
And I was like, man, if you don't make it by 30,
you're washed.
You better give up.
Right.
30 came along. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna stop, you know. And then 40 came along, and I'm, you know, still here.
You're still here.
Yeah. It's not like now, you know, it's just part of who I am. It's nothing that I could say. I freestyle for my Uber customers. I'm like, man, I don't know. Right now, I'm gonna do what I can, you know, as far as rapping, because there's gonna come a point where I'm gonna be like, well, God willingly, I'll be like 70, 80, and then I could focus more on art or making beats.
How old is Mick Jagger? He's like 80 years old. He's still touring and doing shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself successful in hip hop?
But I first, all I wanted to do was to be a successful underground Chicago MC.
Well, you fucking way surpassed that.
That's all I wanted to do. That's my whole goal. That was my goal, and that's why I'd go to Sub T's a lot. That was my stomping grounds right there.
Right.
So that's all I wanted to do, and I had no further plans than that. That was it.
Really?
That was it at the time. At the time.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
But I think for artists in general, like because when I tell you that reading your bio, it was like I was in the same body, like low key. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that you were talking about, how you got into it, everything, the music was different, you know. But as far as the steps and the things that you went through, and all of the stuff, the thought process, and everything that led you to where you are today, that was me. Like I was reading, and I was like, holy shit. This is
in Colorado, though. This was
no.
in Colorado, or-
Colorado was a pit stop, bro.
Oh, okay.
No.
My bad.
It was Colorado was. That's what happened in Colorado. Okay, that happened in Colorado.
Okay,
That's 25 years ago.
Sure enough did.
Sure enough, fucking enough did. Literally, like right when I got there. But the journey was like really the fucking same. Like I started around 16 making music. I had already done DJing. I had already done graffiti. I had already, actually at 16 I was still breakdancing and shit.
What you write, by the way, just out of curiosity?
Come on, man. You can't make me say these old ass names because they were stupid as fuck.
You know what he wrote?
No, she don't know. Yeah, I mean, I was a kid. I don't even. You're gonna make me say my
He be
age,
lying
and I
like
don't want to say
everybody
my
else.
age.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. Nah, but G Smooth.
Okay.
G Smooth and G. That was one.
That
G
deserves a
Smooth.
PM.
Yeah, PM. Yeah. See what I mean? Our guests have to remind you. Jesus Christ, it's already past its moment, man. It's already past its moment. Yeah, so G Smooth was one. G Rock Ski was another one.
G Rock Ski.
Yeah, and then the one, like, let's say around 1992 to 90. I'm fucking telling my age. I want to say around 92 to, it stayed G Smooth until around 94, 95. Then it was Fat Rat. And then after Fat Rat, it was Supervision for a quick second.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Yeah, and then it's been Heat Detector now for like the last 18 years. So it's gonna stay Heat Detector. But yeah, that's like, but no, not Colorado. Colorado was a pit stop. So I was born on the West Coast, raised on the East Coast, moved back and forth, and the South a little bit. So I'm multicultural, coastal type of person. So I've seen all aspects of it from different angles and everything else. But that was leading me to my next question, actually, about the stages and everything. But now I forgot. And then my co-host is just sitting there staring at me like she doesn't know that this is the part where she's supposed to go blah 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 blah. The trust tree don't play on the branches or something like that.
See, you just played on the branches right there.
Yeah, I know.
The branch cracked, and now the whole
tree is fucked.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at it. So, yeah, you would think she would have formulated a question at this point in time, but she hasn't. Okay. All right. So, my brain kind of farted a second ago. So, but anyways, in your journey, what would you call your most successful time in your journey?
All right. Well, there's every like little part had its moments,
Right.
like that. Like right now is that the fact that I started doing video editing and learning how to shoot videos, and so I'm really proud of that right now. That my last video, Book of Rhymes, that you promoted.
Yeah.
Like I did that all by myself, the editing. So I'm liking where I'm progressing. That now, it's I pretty much could do it all. That was really something that was keeping me behind, is not having a cameraman at all times at disposal. But it's different. Like little years had its own rewards. Like being on a radio, doing the show with System 4, that was very rewarding. Dropping the albums, there was a hot moment where I was like performing every week at different spots. Boom, 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 boom. That had its rewards. my last album, you working with like different artists that I've grew up respecting, and like Chino XL, Copyright,
Nice.
and Akbar,
Shout out Copyright.
Quest the Mad Lad, bro. That's like
Chino XL too.
yeah, that was very rewarding. Add to Encyclopedia Brown, you know, just a lot of Sam I Am, just a lot of dope. And it's not even rapping with them. It's just also, you know, having them on your album is one thing, but knowing that you could rap with them,
Right. Hold your own, so to
yeah,
speak.
That in itself is rewarding too. Let me see, you know, everything had his, like, yo, I can remember that one time that I was breakdancing and I started doing pennies, and I was just like, yo, I can't believe I'm doing pennies now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, or there was a time like in the mid 2000s that me and my boy Slugs, we kind of went all city, but we wrecked. We went heavy BTL, DCM crew. You know, there's everything has its own little,
Right.
and it's just, I'm just picking little things here and there that and the timelines are all mixed up, but everything had its own little reward system, you know?
Yeah. So you don't. So success really doesn't have like a gauge for you. Like some people would say success is, oh well, shit. You know, I got signed and I made I don't know how many millions of dollars, and I bought a fucking mansion. You know what I mean? I made it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just I could see where I want to go. Like I know the direction. I'm not just driving, you know, with no. I got direction of where I want to go. We did mention this over the phone real quick. Like I do want to go to other cities, to other countries, and perform. Like
Right.
that's my next thing, is to be in other countries, to be in other places that appreciate hip hop culture.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the things I want to do, definitely. So I want to shoot towards that direction as well. And also, before I forget, is to make more Christ conscious hip hop as well.
Okay.
So that's another thing that I wanted. I'm already writing it, but I got to get rid of the old stock. I collect sneakers too. Like I got to get rid of the old stock to get to the new stock, you know? So,
Got you.
so that's what I'm presently doing now, but that's where I'm shooting for.
I was going to ask you, what, cause you've done every damn thing. What would be a passion project for you? But I guess it would be that.
Yeah, definitely. A little taste of it. You guys could check out the song I did with Magneto called "The Devil Can't Win." I talk about temptation, how we get tempted all the time. So that one right there has a lot of some nuggets in there of what I'm talking about. The other night I was writing some stuff, and I did get motivated by somehow I stumbled around this Christian rapper, Shy Divine or something. I forgot. But yeah. That inspired me to write some bars, you know. So yeah,
There's a lot of dope ones.
Yeah, it's not it's not your grandpa's Christian,
because that's what I think that's missing in Christian hip hop or Christ-like hip hop. I don't know what to call it. Is that the beat, the rhyming is okay, but it's always the same typical format, and the beats are watered down. Like I want raw hip hop, and then giving them like the real, you know, stuff, the realness, you know, of hip hop in there, embodied with the message, you know. So I think that's what I'm shooting for right now.
Okay.
Or, you know, but you got to remember though, a lot of people, some people be like, yo, didn't you say this on your record? You know, like I got a song with Copyright, the Midwest League, and I say some crazy stuff, you know, like just to punchline, just to get reactions, battle rapping reactions, you know. I write battle rap bars. I still do it. I would say that's my bread and butter more than anything. Like, cause you had Juice and like punchlines is just one of the things that I always like to do. So I might say some very offensive stuff and then be like, yo, how come, you know, you ain't living it? But I'm a sinner, so I can't tell you anything. I think I'm qualified because I'm a sinner, you know. So
most definitely. Okay, so we have our segment. We're at that time. We have a segment of the show we call "You Gots to Chill." These are questions. You can answer them any way you see fit. There is no right. There is no wrong answer. There is no none of that. It's however you see it, whatever your opinion is to it. Whatever your thoughts are on it. And you might get some kickback, you know what I'm saying? There might be a knee-jerk reaction off of what you say. Most definitely may come from me. I don't think co-host will give you any shit.
Nah, I
I might question some of these damn answers. I might go, how? Why? Why, Sway? Why? You know what I mean? I might say, you don't have the answers, Epic. You know what I'm saying? Might. But so let's get to it, man. This is
And if it's multiple choice and you want to pick all the options,
yeah,
whatever.
Right. Yeah,
if you don't want to expound upon whatever you say, that's fine.
This is great. I'm
and
excited.
this ain't drink champs. We're not gonna make you drink anything or anything like that. This is just purely like what we found out about this whole segment. It really allows us to delve into the mind of the artist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, and believe it or not, when we do this, a lot of gems are dropped. Like a lot of artists come in here and they say things, and I tell people all the time, pay attention to what these guys are talking about and what they say, because they're dropping gem after gem after gem. All right, Najbino, let's go. I can't wait because I feel like I'm in knee-jerk mode already.
What came first, the poet or the rapper?
The poet. Are we talking about for me? Or
All of these
just
are
in
for
general?
you. Damn, I mean, nobody
Personally,
asking.
Your
personally,
perspective.
the rapper. I'm not a poet. I'm a rapper. So,
Okay, but why is that? Why are you? Why
am I a rapper?
Wait. Let's back the fuck up real quick. First of all of these questions are for you. We ain't asking anybody else.
And just in general, just yeah.
Okay,
So,
but wait.
Yeah.
So the questions are for you, but how in the fuck can you say you're not? I mean, you're a rapper, not a poet. I mean, a poet rhymes as well.
Because it's syllabical, it's bar measures, you know, and poetry could be like, you know, it doesn't. There's no bar measure. I
don't think poetry has cadence?
I think, isn't it called iambic pentameter or some shit like that?
Say what?
Like the rhythm of the poem?
Oh, yeah.
Iambic pentameter, I think.
The only thing I would say is close to that is battle rapping a cappella and writing, because there's no bar measures there.
Damn.
But it's all syllabical. So we try to be extra syllabical, even though they use syllabical rhyming in poetry, but that's not their key focus.
Interesting answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
I like it. Yeah.
Who's more important, DJ or the producer?
Be careful. Be careful. Be very fucking careful with this answer.
Okay. Like, if there's two ways to answer this. Historically speaking, the DJ.
Come on, man.
But now, in today's times, the producer.
Let's say historically speaking, and this is even without hip hop, the DJ does not get the music until the producer makes the music.
True. You're talking about the cycle of life, the cycle of hip hop. Yeah, it all runs like Voltron. One's the arm, one's the leg. It all connects the body.
Okay, I like that answer. We've never had the Voltron arm and the leg connecting.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've done this hundreds of times, trust me, and like it never ceases to amaze me the different answers, the different opinions, and all of the different things and the philosophies that come out of it as well.
It's all about the perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now, like, I'm working with LP, my boy Nick C, my boy Von Grimm, even though I'm a producer myself, but like when I did my first album, the EPIK 1.0, like, I didn't give P his flowers like throughout the album, man. And now as I learned, you know, he's 50%. That's the group. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever I'm working with, we pretty much just formed a band.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Instantly. It
Like
might be for that one song.
We just become brothers? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Facts. I like that.
Because I could do, as an MC though, like a lot of people don't know, I could do the scratching myself. So I do like more than 75% of the cuts myself, and I do cutting for people on their own stuff. And so
we're gonna need you to do some cuts on some joints. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming out.
I got you. And so to me, as putting in the work, I mean, there's more work to be done with the producing side, and then I have to be an engineer too. I have to be an engineer. It all takes place, you know, and
that's before the DJ even gets his hands on it.
But to be a DJ though gives me the special ability of I know what I want to hear. I know what I'm looking for.
All right. I'll let you slide on that one.
Okay.
All right.
Rapper or MC?
Rapper, MC
all day, baby.
Yeah, that's a real easy.
At this point, Najbino, you should know that is like we haven't had anybody really say rapper, have we? I think we had like one or two people say rapper.
I think two.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the response was respectable. Like, record sales are touring.
Touring, yeah.
We are. We know that.
Yeah.
What is the difference to you and why?
I think they're both important though.
No, like,
yeah,
because that was the question. Racketeering. Okay,
Yeah.
So
at that point, I've built my brand up organically because as I do Uber, I freestyle for people, so I'm organically building these things up, and it's a different connection. Let's say I'm with Mateo, and Mateo's in my car, or all everybody in the car, right? And then there's like everybody's gonna get a different vibe off that little freestyle performance. Everybody's gonna get something different. When you buy a record or when you buy it, there's no connection there like that. It's a different type of connection that I get when I do that.
Najrino.
Yeah.
Najrino. I think that one question that's coming up that has to do with something, I think he already just answered it. But well, let me digress.
I mean, yeah, perfect segue.
Yeah.
Word of mouth or internet?
Yeah, gotta have them both. I like.
Ah, shit! I thought he was gonna say word of mouth without a doubt.
No, word of mouth definitely gets out there, but closed mouths don't get fed.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
so if I didn't have this platform that I do to do Uber driving and freestyle for my customers, if this is the thing, if I'm just rapping for the same people again and again and again, I'm just doing circles. I'm not going nowhere, And then it comes to networking, and then even then, it's just different circles. So, but if I didn't have any of that, man, shout out to Chopped Herring Records. They pressed the last album out, and they're European based, and ever since then, I've been getting more, love from Europe. Paris. Shout out to Ali Assel. Big up to Master Ben. G-Zone, man, so many. Shout out to DJ M1 up in Dublin. It's just a different. They love hip hop, so anywhere you love hip hop, I want to be there, kind of thing.
That's what's up. I can relate to that 100%.
Okay. Who's better, white rappers or black rappers?
I want to hear this one.
What about the Hispanic rappers now? Black people could rap better, man. You know what I'm saying? They got a better voice, man. I don't know, man. They got swag. Just everything is swagalistic, man. I can't even. I wish I could have that. Like I never thought I'd be rapping. Like I never wanted to be a rapper, but I had to train my voice to be what it is. I had to work at it hard. But man,
cannot sound like.
But when I hear,
what's the name of that movie? Not Beverly Hills. What is it? The one with old boy and it like, yo.
Malibu's
to do your best to not sound like Malibu's Most Wanted.
I fucking love that guy.
Hey, yo.
But man, like Akbar got a great voice, man. Like I hear people that have just this voice, and it's like, man, like yeah. So, but I hear it more in black rappers.
Okay, respectable answer. I mean, that's generally the consensus across the board, but I don't think anybody's broke it down like that before and has said something like that.
I mean, we got copyright, like we got a lot of dope.
There's a lot of dope.
It's less and less. It's lesser.
And the Latinos aren't in the equation because it's just so much. It's so much easier to say. Plus, let's be clear, we're really talking about melanin at the end of the day. But I'm just saying, it's just the answer. Like Latino people have fucking rhythm. That's just we have rhythm and black people have rhythm, and I can't speak for the Caucasus Mountain people and their rhythm, but you know what I'm saying. But it's a good question, I think, and it always across the board is black people, but we've never had anybody say, well, I've had to train my voice, I've had to work at this. We've never had anybody say that, and I think that's pretty dope. Not just on a level of I had to train my voice to sound like something, but people don't understand, I think, a lot as artists that our voices are 100% instruments, and you have to train your voice just like you would train yourself to play a piano or a flute or whatever in the hell you play. But all right, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Just giving you the look too.
Yeah.
Is it really possible to have a top 5 rappers list?
Is it possible to have a top 5 rappers list? People ask me after I'm done freestyling for them and like, who's my top 5? I told him like this: check out the show, Kicks and Snares, because the top 5 is gonna change. It's gonna be hot for what it is at the time for the first. Like I found a new artist.
You talking about you?
Yeah, it is possible, but but it's not gonna stay consistently like that. It's like the NBA brackets, or like it's gonna change. It's gonna fluctuate year after year.
You don't have like 2 or 3 that just stay on your list no matter what.
Right now I like Huss Kingpin. I'm digging Mickey Diamond, and man, this is just right now those 2 are sticking out. Yeah, just off the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no to the top 5 list.
It's gonna change.
It's gonna change.
And that's pretty much what everybody says.
RJ Payne. There's a lot.
West Coast gangster rap or East Coast?
Be careful. Ooh. I already know what he's gonna say.
Okay.
I know what he's gonna say.
I think if you say East Coast, you said East Coast gangster rap.
West Coast
gangster or East Coast gangster.
I don't think there's such a thing as East Coast.
Come
gangster.
on, man! Look at the fuck, man! Are you serious?
I think maybe
no. You're wrong.
Who's the dude that did the F Compton? Tim Dog? Maybe Tim Dog?
Before Tim Dog. Before NWA.
Schoolie D.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I think Schoolie. I think yes, but it wasn't really gangster like that, man.
No. You're talking when you say gangster, bro. For West Coast, you're saying gangster as in gang banging music.
Yeah,
that's not gangster.
That's what when you say gangster rap, that's what
that's what
gang banging gangster,
right?
Like
But gangster music,
breaking the law type.
Well, I mean, gangsters break the law.
Yeah,
I think there's way more people out there that have never thought about it like that before.
What, East Coast gangster music?
Like,
well, I mean, like even Cool G Rap was doing gangster shit.
Yeah.
You know
but like for me, like I told you, all that West Coast shit, it was like very production-y TV. Like I was like, oh, that's gangster, whatever, okay. But like somebody like Cool G Rap, like I really thought that nigga would rob me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he would.
Like that's real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that other shit is like, okay, you see it on TV or whatever, it's in the movies,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, East Coast gangster rap. But
I mean, it was, yeah.
Hey, if that's how you feel, okay. I'll run. I guess I have no choice but to run with it.
First of all, I'm kind of biased though at the same time because I grew what got me in
Easy NWA. I know. I read your bio.
Yeah. So I'm kind of biased.
And I giggled when I read that because I was like, I already know.
Yeah, I'm kind of biased.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. All right.
CDs, tapes, vinyl, or streaming?
CD, tapes, vinyl, or streaming. I like vinyl, man. I like vinyl. It's something about collecting records, and it's like seeing your own record, or just the whole. Because I scratch, so It's just like I see a record on a turntable. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to just touch it and speed up the pitch, and so much manipulation that you could just do to a record.
Right.
It's there's nothing like it. So
more tangible.
Carrying the crates to parties to DJ. Oh my God, I'm glad those days are done with for me, man.
They've been done with. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but everything is special. Like I had my moments with the pause mixtapes, so tapes, and then was the records, tapes, and CDs. I remember walking around my Discman and having the Low End Theory, and that was the only thing that stayed in there. It's the Low End Theory.
I was just gonna ask you, how many CDs did you carry with you at any given point?
Oh man, if I only had to go to one or two.
I'm saying like if somebody was to catch you walking around, like how many CDs would you be carrying on your person?
None, because it's Chicago. You got one stayed in there, and
I had
one at the time. One
at all times.
10 at the time.
In my motherfucking book bag on the bus.
Ooh.
Yeah, you had 10?
Mm-hmm. I told you I had about 2,000 various different size cases.
Wow.
And then once I got a car, shit, I damn near had a suitcase.
God damn, that's too much.
Once I learned how to burn CDs, that was a different story.
Yeah.
But yeah, so everything's special in its own way, in its own moment in time.
I already know where this is going.
Okay.
Jesus. Everything's special. They're both the same. No, they're not.
No, I said vinyl though.
Okay. Yeah, he did say vinyl. All right. Word.
Who gets a house first, yourself or your mom?
Who gets to the house first?
No, who do you buy in the house first?
Oh, who gets the house first? Oh, my mom's. Yeah, my mom's. That's without a question.
Generally across the board. Too.
I want to be like Richie Valens, La Bamba.
Damn.
So,
all right.
Yes, and the washing machine. No, and you know what I would buy my mom? She probably never use it, even if I got it for her. It's a dishwasher.
Oh wow.
She would never. Yeah, she would never. She would never use it, even if it was state of the art. Even if it took the dishes like the Jetsons and washed it for her, she'd be like,
I would never do it.
No.
Which would you rather have, skill or fame?
Skill or fame? Oh man, that is the toughest question so far.
Don't be giving him credit like that.
All right, so skills, I guess, because the fame is whatever. I don't want to be known for being whack, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the biggest thing, right?
Yeah, like, whoop, there it is, type rapper. No, no. Nah.
Hey, come on, they're solid in their own right, aren't they?
I mean, yeah, to a degree.
All right, well,
that shit was funny though on so many levels.
What's that? Whoop, there it is.
No, I'm just saying, like, when you think about it, like, that was the shit back in the day. But when you really sit back and think, like, what was it?
Shaka laka. I never want to be known for saying that.
Shit till the Bulls won the championship.
You know what? That shit did make that song a whole lot better.
Yeah, because they played that shit.
Oh yeah.
They played that shit.
Yeah. I don't know. I never listened to that shit anyway, so it is right.
I mean, if you was here around that time, you ain't had no choice because motherfucker was riding down the street with the windows down. Ooh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Wasn't here for that.
Yeah, Chicago was fucking lit.
Get to the next question.
All right, so now this is the second round. Well, I'm gonna ask the second question first because we already had somebody in the peanut gallery yell it out. Mainstream or underground?
Okay. Am I able to have the skills?
This is your question.
Okay.
You answer it however you see fit.
Whatever you want.
Okay, if I could bring the underground to the mainstream, that would be the perfect ideal place.
Holy shit!
If they won't give me that, I'm staying underground. I don't care. I'm not gonna sell out.
What is selling out to you? Getting an endorsement deal?
No, just
getting more money in your pocket.
Watering hip hop down.
So when you say bring the underground to the mainstream, you talking about the same underground?
Yeah, doing what I'm doing now,
but just more of a machine behind it.
Yeah,
push that
with the marketing behind it.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the marketing.
You don't think
behind
that's been done now, like by the likes of Griselda?
Yeah, but they had a state.
Stove God Cooks.
Yep.
Rocky Marciano.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean those guys can pretty much bring it to the mainstream.
Are they playing that on B96?
Are they?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So
that's
mainstream.
Let's talk about that.
That's mainstream.
So when 1990, let's say 4, right?
Come on, man.
So there was always, if you're black, you listen to WGCI. Everybody else listen to B96.
Yeah.
But what I always found funny was you was on WGCI. You might be famous, you might not. You might just be a motherfucker who live around the corner from me. But if you're on B96, you got a fucking video.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what the fuck is that? Like, that's horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that shit is really fucked up.
I agree.
You can just never have both and all that other shit.
Yeah, sometimes they'll play the same artist, if it's hot enough.
But it's like you gotta be hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy as fuck.
Well, I'm not from Chicago, so yeah, I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not from here.
Look at how convenient that was for you.
It
to
was
play
very
that card.
fucking convenient. Because I'm from Chicago now. I've been here 18 years, so you can't tell me shit.
Might as well.
I'm from Chicago and I feel like.
Comment if you have heard Griselda or
Stovetops
on B96.
Hey, what you're not gonna do is come here and start hosting the show. Damn it!
I'd be curious.
I want to know. I want to know.
You already put it in the comments.
Because I don't even listen to the radio. Like,
I don't even know when the last time I listened
to the radio. You don't listen to that shit.
Is hip hop a culture or a lifestyle?
Oh man, it's if I had to answer one, it's a culture because it's worldwide, but then you get down to it wasn't
a culture before it became worldwide.
It was a culture. Yeah, it was a culture before that. Yeah,
because isn't there like an unspoken language, especially like at your age, when you see a certain person walking down the street or whatever, you can look and go,
"Yep,
that motherfucker's hip hop."
Yeah.
That motherfucker's just like me.
The culture comes first, then the lifestyle adapts. So it's like culture. And then your lifestyle adapts to the culture. So the culture is the forefront.
Right.
In my opinion. They go hand in hand. Yo, peace, my man. And so they go hand in hand. But yeah, definitely culture because it's bigger than me.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Like lifestyle is a lifestyle, though.
Like for example, I like sneakers, and you could say sneaker culture, but then let's just say
No, you can't compare the two. You can't compare hip hop to sneakers because sneakers fall under kind of like I think they fall under the hip hop shit.
Right, because you could say the culture would be Black culture, but then the lifestyle might be I'm vegan, so I can't necessarily fuck with that like authentic real soul food. I can only eat vegan soul food.
What? I don't even know.
There's different types of vegans. Yeah.
If you had to,
I get that part.
Break down the difference between the two.
Shout out to the alkaline vegans.
Oh, okay. I don't know where we just went with all of that. Okay, I'm with it. Let's go.
Would you rather be better at freestyling or writing?
Oh man, right now at this point, I've actually been freestyling my some cuts, just experimenting. But if I had to pick one right now, I'd rather be better at writing.
Okay. Why is that?
Because just the intricacy and the stuff I could say, and if I could like the battle rapping, like the acapella battles, these guys could write 3 rounds that are like 3 minutes, 4 or 5 minutes. And some people are so gifted that they could do it the next day. Like, oh, I wrote on the plane over here and remember all of that. If I had that ability, I mean, I could write, and I know you didn't check out my battles. I do written battles, but to be able to do that, like I'd be making cash. Like I know I'd be making some money in the battle rap scene for sure.
Shout out to Saad. Shout out to the Microphone Misfits.
Big ups.
Saad said, "What up, Heat?" or "Heat, what up?" And Microphone Misfits. One love to Uno.
Yes, man. What up?
Let's go. All right, come on. We're waiting.
Would you rather roll with a squad or be solo?
Oh man, you know what? At this point, I've been solo to say for the most part. I have the IFU, formerly Underpaid Productions. Now it's For Us crew with my boy LP, Nick C, my boy Vaughn. But in reality is, man, I've been rolling solo. So it not that I'm not taking their shine. You know, they help me out. Again, it's not just me. It's a whole collective. But in reality is, I have to be the one to motivate myself.
Yeah.
They don't call me to be like, yo, Epic, I have to find that motivation.
Word. I like that. Finding that motivation within yourself is key. That's super key.
All right. Are you a wallflower or do you dance in the club?
Oh, man. So I really don't dance, to say the least. I'm a two-stepper. I'll do my little two-step here and there.
Okay.
You know,
that's still getting it.
So, but I just don't. I don't like.
You don't boogie. Just two-step.
It has to be a good song. It has to be something I could feel. I'm just not gonna dance just because. Hey, I'm here. Let's dance. You know.
No, you don't do that.
Like
nah. Walk in and go, hey, what the fuck?
I know I play the vibe sometimes. You know, a little. I'll get into it, but I'm not really. But if you put on something that hits, man, it's over with. I'm gonna show myself. You know.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's gotta depends on the music. Just depends on the music.
I'd be curious to know what hits.
Yeah. The oldies.
West Coast funk or East Coast boom bap?
Be careful.
Oh,
be careful.
East Coast boom bap.
See, look.
East Coast boom bap.
I thought you got. Well, no, I'm gonna leave it alone. Let me leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Just be satisfied with the answer. I'm gonna be satisfied with the answer.
Yeah, West Coast got that. You know, like that funky, warm. You know, a lot of that like synthetic sound. But you know, they're dope. They're dope. But East Coast got the boom bap drums, man. There's nothing like it. The break beats, everything break beats reminds me of East Coast hip hop. So yeah, and
I like the answer. I love.
If we go back to history, like Das Effects and just the way they dress, and man, just it's dope.
That's what's up. I love that. I love that. First of all, what are you over there giggling about?
I can't hear that name anymore.
Das Effects?
Yes.
Oh, because of the...
Yes. Without thinking about that shit you did.
This story, yeah. Want to hear a good story?
You should.
So back in the day, before Das Effects... Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to take a station identification break, and Nashveen and I will sit here and sing to each other.
Let's get 1 second. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. He's got to use the restroom. So he's gonna go use the restroom while I talk to.
I got a question for you, Heat.
Yeah, what's up?
Self-destruction, or we all in the same game?
Self-destruction all day. I didn't even got to think about that. As soon as you said self-destruction, it's like the West Coast was trying to get their little bid in because self-destruction came out first. But you know, I think we all in the same gang was a dope ass idea. I think some of the MCs that they got to do it didn't really step up to the plate like they should have, and it made like some of those verses on there just kind of doo doo. Like, I don't know. I never got into the we are in the same gang joint as much as self-destruction. Like, I don't know all of we're in the same gang, but I know all of the words to self-destruction.
Definitely didn't hear we all in the same gang as much either.
Yeah, not really. Not really.
Yeah, that shit used to be on Yo MTV.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was on Yo MTV Raps. It was, but it just didn't. I don't know. Maybe because it was more geared towards Crips and Bloods. You know, it was really because that was a moment in time in LA where shit was going real fucking crazy, and they had not a cease and desist. Wow, damn! I feel like I got pulled. Truth. Yeah. And so that we all in the same gang shit, and that lasted for about a couple days. You know what I mean? But for real, like LA was a really terrible time.
Was that around the time of
the riots and all of that shit? Yeah, most definitely. And so yeah, and it didn't have the same movement at the time. You know what I'm saying? And that could have been in part because it was really more geared towards a West Coast understanding of stopping the violence as opposed to like a broader understanding of stop the violence, if that makes any sense.
No, yeah.
So yeah, it would be self-destruction, all day long, hands down. Anybody disagrees full of shit.
Who had the best verse on self-destruction?
On self-destruction, who had the best verse? Heavy D, I think, did. And I also used to love MC Light's verse, but until we found out that LL Cool J wrote that shit. But yeah, I really liked Heavy D's verse on that. I thought it was tight, and I thought it was really dope.
It's not a good policy.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that shit was dope. I think that shit was super dope. And if there was a one running second, it would probably be MC Lights, even though I still like it, even though I found out after the fact that LL Cool J wrote that shit. But I would say the other person in that equation would probably be Kool Moe Dee. I think Kool Moe Dee did his thing on that. It's just the only thing that just kind of always throws me off about that Kool Moe Dee verse was he still sounded like a little, right. You know what I'm saying? and little black man, cause it's his cadence and everything was dope. The wordplay, all that shit, but it still had that. Well, I came down to, and it still had that in it, and I just couldn't get jiggy with it too much. But I liked this verse. But yeah, that's a good question, man.
Well, self-destruction, or we're all in the same game. Which one would you prefer?
Oh man, self-destruction had more of an impact on me. We're headed for self-destruction.
I told you.
I saw the video. I was in love with that song at the time.
Yeah, and we all in the same gang. I was telling him it had a different narrative, and there was a really turbulent time in LA, and it was really geared towards Crips and Bloods, and it wasn't as broad, had a broader spectrum as self-destruction did.
But later on, the Ice-T song that he did, no, the one about where there was a truce between the Bloods and the Crips. He did a song. I forgot the name of the song, but that was dope too.
I don't know what the name of that shit is. It used to
you
be
know
on
what I'm talking about, right?
All the time.
Yeah.
What the hell is the name of that song?
Kool Moe Dee, Sod Cuddle says Kool Moe Dee was my first favorite rapper. Slow down.
Damn.
All right, my man. So let me tell you this story real quick. So it's early 90s. Das EFX, they weren't out yet. And I had a connection with Tommy Boy and Sleeping Bag. And so I used to get like a lot of demos and stuff all the time. They used to send it to me. And I got a demo of Das EFX. We are They Want Effects, the demo. And I was in DC. I was at my brother's in DC, And me and my brother were riding around. We were listening to it every day, and it was like, man, this shit is so dope. Bum stickity bum, huh? But it wasn't out yet, so nobody knew about them. And I was like, kind of like, you know, I was that guy because I had that shit. Nobody ever heard that shit. So, anyways, we go out to a club in DC, and hanging out there. I got the tape on me, and I'm like, let me see if the DJ will play this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I go to the DJ booth. I said, yo, man, I got some dope shit, man. You should play it. Anyways, he takes the tape, he listens to it, and he goes, oh shit, this shit is fire as fuck. Y'all gonna perform right now? And he's like, clears the fucking floor, clears everybody out. I look at my brother, he looks at me, and we're like, fuck it. I mean, cause like nobody knows. So they turns to me, he goes, yeah, we got special motherfuckers in the building, man. Das Effects. And then and we're like, bum stickity bum, huh? We were lip syncing the whole shit. Got done doing the shit. People came over, signing autographs and shit. We're doing all that shit. You know, I always say, like, I bet motherfuckers were super surprised when Das Effects came out with the dreads and everything, and it's not these two Puerto Rican motherfuckers. And they were like, one shorter, one's a little bit taller. Like, yeah, that was a wild moment. Like, yeah, that was early.
That shit is
good
hilarious.
times. Good times.
Did you have that tape like the summer and you guys like memorized?
Yeah, we memorized that shit. Nobody had it. Like nobody. We memorized that shit. And, yeah, that's one of my little stories.
Did you say you did that shit to Crucial Conflict at the Freaknik? Oh hell no! We got to get that story.
Right? No, I didn't do that one, but definitely Das Effects. Yeah,
we have to get that story.
I remember like when that shit came out, everybody was bugging the fuck out. I was like, yeah, shit, man. Yeah. Go back at the questions, man. My bad.
And then I just put it in my head. I got to watch the Freaknik documentary because I think that shit out, and I sure forgot. All right. Is it true? It ain't where you from. It's where you at.
Yeah, because you could be like, it was where you're at because being where you're from, it plays a role, but you could be like in Australia and still be dope, you know, get influence where you're feeding yourself from. It's like eating, where you're feeding yourself from. So it's where you're at, what you're putting into your body, you know, what you're putting into your mind. I could be in some, man, it's crazy because I get love in other countries. And some of these, you know, I don't even know how they get the hip hop, but they're getting it, you know, so it doesn't really matter. Of course, where you from does in the essence of, oh, I'm from, you know, like street cred. It matters in that amount, but it's what you're putting into yourself. It's where you're at, and how do you get where you're at is by what you're putting into your mind, soul, and body.
I'll take it.
I'll take that too. I like that answer. We never had that one ever explained like that. No. You coming across real like, you know, Mr. Know-It-All over here. No, I'm just kidding. But no, your answers are super dope.
Is hip hop dead?
Dead. Is hip hop dead? No, hip hop is not dead. As long as there's people like Tazar, Jizzo, and everybody, my man, making beats. As long as everybody's
he knew everybody's name but mine. He tapped me on the shoulder and said, "My man,
my man, heat, dropping heat. As long as people stay making heat, you know, it ain't gonna be dead. It ain't gonna be dead. If you're looking at it at a mainstream level, then you're in the wrong place because hip hop was never meant to be mainstream. It just became mainstream. So
facts. I like that. That was a good answer to that one. Yeah.
Okay. Major label or independent? We kind of touched on that already.
Yeah.
He's gonna be independent all day.
I mean, hopefully we get to the point where major labels want to press the dope stuff, you know, the gritty hip hop, but it's not because the people that are buying the stuff, you know, is sheeple of people that just they dance to their drum rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's marching the same way. And so people learn how to think independently for themselves and not get fed what they're getting fed, and learn how to think for themselves. That's why I think the 60s and 70s had a different vibe of music that I still like to sample, because everybody was about individualism and about, you know, but now I think a lot of people don't have that. So everybody's just like, oh, I'll follow what's hot, you know, and that kind of like mess things up, because if it gets mainstream approval, everybody's with that. But it's got to be a growth conscious in people's consciousness. And until that happens, people learn how to think for themselves. We're going to keep going in the circle of, they're going to keep feeding you this crap like McDonald's, and then everybody's gonna think it's hot.
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
When you get the real bag, what's the first purchase? Or if you already had it and you did something.
Man, what would I do with this money? I'd invest it. I would just invest the money.
No, your first purchase.
My first purchase?
Money in
stocks,
hand.
Stocks.
You walked outside. No,
houses.
That what?
Like we mean it's literally like you just got the money.
I just handed you a shit ton of money, and you walked out of here.
Yeah.
What is the first thing? Let's say it's in the middle of the
$30
afternoon.
million.
I'm going to my real estate broker and buying houses.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
That's been lately. Like the first time I think we asked that question, it was like, I'm going to get a whip.
I get kind of upset when people don't have a ghetto ass answer. Like, I'm going to buy some weed.
Okay, like on some just I want to splurge.
Yeah. That's
okay.
Yeah.
A Tesla. I'll go give me a Tesla.
See, now we're getting to the nitty gritty. So when
that's
what I'm talking about.
That's still kind of PC. Like I'm talking about some ghetto shit, like a piece of puff. And
sneaker. I'm a sneaker collector, so you want? I'd buy every sneaker I've ever wanted.
So if you walked out of here right now with $10 million, where are you going? What are you buying? And it's in the middle of the afternoon.
Just a splurge.
Yeah,
just a splurge.
I mean, it's your money. It's like
just a splurge.
Like you got an urge, right?
Okay.
If you had an urge right now to have a taco, you'd go get a fucking taco, right?
Yeah.
So if you have $10 million in your pocket, where are you going? What are you buying right now?
Okay.
Like, you walked out of here and you're like,
what side?
yeah.
Yeah.
70.
What are you going to go get?
Okay. Then if I had to go that route, of course, 80% real estate, and then 20%, like 15% of things that I really wanted to just buy, like a Tesla and things like that. Yeah.
So when you walked out of here,
and then 5% on just sneakers and
we
clothes.
don't want percentage. Like we just want to know, like when you walk out of here and you go, "Fuck, I got all this goddamn money."
I just don't think like that.
Okay,
I'm gonna buy out the Pepsi down the street.
Right.
Yeah. I just don't think like that.
Trying to make sure.
But from what I get, you going
because it happened before. Okay, I did get some money from a 401k. And you know what I did with that money? I bought a MacBook and I bought little equipment that I needed. That was
that's what I'm saying.
I bought my camera system, which I'm not mad that I did.
Right.
It was an investment in my music, but in reality, I'm like, man, I should have put that money in the stocks, and it could have paid for everything that I wanted to splurge on.
True.
I mean, that's the thinking. But when you have the bread in your pocket. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you thought of having a Tesla, you're going straight to the Tesla, dealership, and you're like, yo,
no doubt.
Give me that one, and I want it in black right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Tesla dealer, yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Shit, he's going to the dealership, Tesla dealership, and he's getting a Tesla.
Look at that new truck, the truck that came out.
The Cybertruck.
The Cybertruck.
He's getting a Cybertruck. All right, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I say, if by it being so late, that wouldn't have been my first stop. My first stop would probably been Harold's Chicken.
And buy the whole motherfucking, the whole joint. I want everything, including the windows. Goddamn it, let's go.
God damn, really? Harold's Chicken. Jesus Christ.
That's why I like him.
Because it's late at night.
No, I said middle of the afternoon. I told him middle of the afternoon. Come on. Everybody's talking too much. This is getting crazy.
No, fuck that. It's after the close of business. We want to hear all the ghetto shit people would do.
Okay, he's buying Harold's
What would you
Chicken.
do? I'm talking about the
first things first.
Yes.
I would lose you. Everybody in this room, I would lose everybody in this room. I'm like, hey, I'll be right back. I'm going to go use the bathroom. And I would lose everybody in this room. Okay?
That is terrible.
I said I'd lose everybody.
So I asked this motherfucker what would he do. He said he's gonna lose all of us. That's the first thing he gonna do.
10 million. Yeah, 10 million. I'll be like, hey, y'all, can y'all hold this down real quick? I'm gonna run to the bathroom right quick. And I'm never coming back.
You going straight to O'Hare on my ass.
Yeah, straight from here to O'Hare. I'm gone.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm out of here. My son knows that. Jesus Christ. One-way ticket. Y'all be right back. I'll be that dad from the 1960s that fucking told him, I'm going to go to the store and get a pack of cigarettes, and that 30 years later he's down the street with a whole new family. Yeah, I'm out of here.
And I'm gonna sell all your shit so I get a plane.
Good, because guess what? I wouldn't give a fuck.
Just to come find your ass.
Yeah, because as soon as I landed somewhere else, I'm gonna fucking buy everything else new, and I'm gonna fucking My kids might get a postcard. But it ain't gonna be no return address. It might be a P.O. box.
That is hilarious.
But, I'm gone, son. Don't have me win the lottery. and have the lottery ticket in my pocket, I'll be itching to leave this motherfucker right now. I'll be like, God damn. All right, so see you next week. Yeah, this bitch.
That's a good question, though.
That's terrible.
Wow.
Never been asked
Okay,
that.
call it terrible. I call it escape. Escape from Alcatraz. Well, fuck out of here.
It's so fucked up because I know you.
And I shake everybody's hand on the way out. They're like, damn, you shaking our hand just to go use the bathroom? Like, well, you know, you never know.
Be like that. Did he kiss
Those will
you
be
on
the
the cheek
signs.
when he went to the
Yeah.
bathroom? What the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, what?
Well, the bathroom's right there. Where the fuck did he go?
He's like, you know,
I'm gonna leave the dogs, the cats. I'm gone, son.
Be like, hey, is that his cell phone over there?
Shit.
Yeah, he done forgot his damn phone.
My wife's the only person that come with me, and she better catch my ass out the door. Hey, George, where are you going? Oh, come on, hurry up, be quiet. All right.
All right.
Next question.
Last question: white manager or black manager?
That's a good one.
Mm.
Depends who got the plugs.
Ah, you
Yeah.
want the manager with the plug, so you want the
Yeah.
black manager.
Whoever got the plugs.
What by
Whoever got the
plug? What
plug.
you mean plug?
Whoever is well connected to people, like
Okay, well that could be either or.
It could be either or on that one. Whoever got the right connections.
Shadow Master in the building. EPIK1, he says.
Yo,
Excellent
Shadow.
support. Shout
older
out
bro.
Shadow.
He's my big bro.
Shout out Shadow. Don't tell him that. He's gonna start asking
He knows.
questions.
He knows. I don't even
He
gotta say
already
nothing.
thinks he's the host of the show. So he starts asking questions, and I already know it's coming. So it's all good. All right. So what was the question again?
White manager or black manager?
Oh yeah, white manager or black manager. We've had multiple answers on that.
Jewish manager.
That would be white.
We've had that.
Yeah,
We've had that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we've had also just say female, and they just said it doesn't matter white or black. Then they just stood fast on the female because they said the female would really take care of things better than the man would and be more organized and be on point. Then we've had people say, well, I'd like a black manager because if the shit went down at wherever we're performing, we knew the motherfucker had our back. And then we had, well, if I had to choose, I'd choose a white manager because he's going to handle business. You know, I mean, either way, you know, I don't know. I'm going to be too busy. I'm going to be too busy leaving, telling everybody I'm going to the bathroom. So I don't know. Shadow Master said, just fucking with you. He said, question, just fucking with you. Okay. We know you're typing it right now, bro. We know you're typing it right now. Yeah.
All right. Now it's your turn.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Okay. Let me think.
You should put the Jeopardy theme on there.
No. I got it. I'm just, you know, I
Just gotta put it all
got it.
together.
So I want you to role play with me for a second, okay?
All right, let's do it.
How you doing, Mr. EPIK1?
How's it going?
My name is Brian Butlick. I'm from
Yes.
Lick It Wet Records,
Yes.
and we love your music over here at Lick It Wet Records. I mean, we think you're a fabulous artist. We think you're an amazing talent, and we would like to sign you tonight for a 1-album deal.
Mm-hmm.
$10 million right now
Mm-hmm.
on the table right now. We'd like you to sign. You sign. We get you going. We'll hand you the money. I got the money right here.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 mil. Let's go, son.
Let me call my lawyer real quick. Yes.
Well, no. It's just a straightforward contract. It's 50-50.
I ain't signing it without a lawyer.
No, it's 50. Listen to me, please, because if not, we're gonna walk out of here.
I'm gonna ask him to repeat the name of the label again.
Brian Butlick from Lick 'em Wet Records.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So you sign tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's 50-50. It's just
Mhm.
split down the middle. You know,
Mhm.
your cut's gonna go to wherever. There's
Mhm.
really nothing
Yeah.
over the top or
No
crazy.
overprints. It just
Did he
says
say your
50-50.
cut's
Just
gonna go
50-50.
wherever?
Yeah, cut's gonna go wherever.
Alright.
Wherever you desire it to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. 10 mil right now.
And I get the 10 mil.
I got it in
and
a
then
briefcase right here.
I don't
right
have
now.
to pay that money. I don't have to pay.
You
none
don't.
of the
No,
money
you don't
back.
have to. You're not recouping any of that. You don't have. We don't have to recoup any of
I'd
it.
sign.
You can keep your masters.
I'll definitely sign.
All right. Let's
Yeah.
get that signature going. By the way, we're gonna need you to wear a pink cowboy hat, pink jacket with rhinestones, pink cowboy boots, and we need you to dance a jig. No.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
You already said
Come on,
Nah.
you had this is
Nah.
like chess. You
Nah,
already
you
moved
said
the
that-
piece.
you said
Once
that
you
the
move the piece, you got to make the move.
You said that the contract is 50-50. We never talked about anything else. It's not in the
You-
contract. You just
no,
make
no,
an
I
album.
said.
I remember what you said.
Okay, well, it's 50-50. You keep your masters. We're not going to recoup any money off. We're not going to get you for the 10 mil or anything. So it's still a go.
You know what? If hypothetically speaking, if I had to wear pink like Cameron, and then that was the thing that they wanted me to do, wear pink, and just to be able to play B96 real hip hop, you know, on B96, then I would make that little sacrifice just to wear pink.
You wouldn't?
Yeah.
No. I said no.
Like that.
We ain't talking camera on pink.
No Diddy stuff.
No,
but you gotta dance.
You got to dance the jig too.
Dance the jig.
Yeah.
And my music stays hip hop, underground hip hop. Just
It could be all of that. It could be everything you ever wanted it, but you're going to have to do that little Nas X dance with the pink shit on.
Just for the love of hip hop, that kids get to listen to real hip hop on the radio. I would do it.
All right, so you're changing your answer. Let's go. Sign them up, baby.
Yeah.
Sign them up.
I would do it for the kids to be able to hear what real hip hop sounds like.
Yeah, I get it because I say it all the time. We get a lot of the same answer is hell no. I have integrity. I would never.
To this day,
You know, I ain't never gonna do nothing like that, man. My morals and everything won't let me do it. And I say bullshit.
Dancing a little stupid dance and wearing pink. That ain't.
And besides that, think about this. Nowadays, the attention span is like, you know, so you'll be a hot topic for a week, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Yeah. And they can dig the files up, and guess where I'll be? I'll be in Rio wearing a leather Speedo, drinking a goddamn Mai Tai.
You
know what I'm saying?
Like it would just chafe so bad.
It doesn't matter. I got bread. Shadow Master said, "Epic, no." He said no.
Hey, I explained my reasons. So
hey, man,
I explained my reasons.
Said no. See, I can see Shadow in slow motion grabbing the pen from you. No. Yeah, right. Yeah. God damn it. Yeah, I say I call bullshit because not to you, but because I think, you know, because one of the things I usually say is it's life-changing money, man. $10 million right now to anybody in this room is gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It's only one album.
Yeah, but I mean, realistically speaking, 10 mil right this fucking moment,
and I don't have to pay it back.
And you don't have to pay it back. I'm out of here again. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll see you guys in a minute, but you'll never see me again. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Out of here like swimwear. Yeah, just me. Hey, and you better hurry the fuck up because I'm boarding in about 10 minutes.
Just be so confused.
Yeah, I'm boarding in like 10 minutes. But we call bullshit on that all the time. Well, normally after the show, we're like, you know, that motherfucker would have took the money, goddammit. But, you know, because I think realistically speaking, you know, that's real life-changing money. And if that was a real thing, I think there would probably be like maybe a 96% of people would actually take the money. Then the percentile that really wouldn't, that trying to stand on a real moral and a real, like a value system like that, I think that they would even kick themselves in the ass after the fact, you know, because there's so much you can do with that money. And I think that's a small price to pay for the amount of things that you can do with that kind of money, especially if you're thinking about your family. If you don't go to the bathroom like me and take off, you know what I'm saying? But if you're thinking about your family and you're thinking about those things, $10 million can change your family for generations. And I think that, you know, a lot of motherfuckers lie when they say they wouldn't take the money because, oh, I gotta wear pink and dance a jig. And I think that's a small price to pay on some real shit. I think it really is. But that's just me, man. You know, I'm a dreamer. You know what I mean? What do I know? Shadow Master says, you'll be a GIF and a meme. Who cares? And I'll be a GIF and a meme, and I'll be somewhere on the other side of the planet chilling at about 75, 80 degrees.
Because look at this. And
doing my thing. And
even then, then the next album, you know, as long as they didn't hear about it, you know, then you could promote positivity, like the Christ-like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, or good underground hip hop.
Yeah,
quality hip hop.
Everything, because now you got the bread to push it. You don't need the big label behind you. It's one album. Who gives a fuck? And Shadow says, remember, all money ain't good money. The first thing that you do is blow up, and you're married. And to remember, Hammer tried to go gangster after being party.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Hammer was gangster before any of that shit, but I ain't gonna go there with that shit. Yeah. He had to dance the jig though.
He danced the shit out of that jig.
Yeah, he danced the hell out of it.
That motherfucker was sweating.
People say that Hammer's broke, and by a super rich person's fucking standards, he's broke. But by a rich person's standards, Hammer will never, ever be broke.
You kind of got to see that though when he had that reality show.
What? That he wasn't broke?
Yeah, they weren't broke.
No.
I mean, but he wasn't,
That's
he wasn't like he was before, but that's because shit, he was taking care of.
He was taking care of
30 million motherfuckers.
Yeah, he was taking care of a whole neighborhood. Shadow says that's a big price to pay. Perception ends up being reality. Shadow.
I respect it though. Yeah, everybody could come at it different, But you just asked me a hypothetical question with those parameters, and so that's what I would do and with those parameters,
Right.
But as far as like making whack music, that's where I draw the line.
No, I mean, and you know what? At the end of the day, it's whatever you're comfortable with, because ultimately you're the one that has to look in the mirror.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
to live with it. Yeah, I can live with it because I think about really that's a smaller price to pay. If I'm being really honest, you know what I'm saying? It's a small price to pay.
Man, he dances a jig, but man, them beats and those rhymes, you gotta respect that at the end, no matter what.
And then at the end, my ass is gonna be sitting somewhere very, very comfortable, and my family's gonna be very, very comfortable.
And
my
you
kids,
can write your own ticket.
And everybody in my family can write their own ticket.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's more important. It's a very, very, very small price to pay.
It's a win-win. You get to make dope hip hop for everybody to hear, and then you get $10 million.
Yeah.
The little speculation, I just had to wear pink and do a little dance.
Yeah.
It don't even seem that bad.
No, it's not. Not when you really think about it in the bigger
for
scheme
one
of
album.
things.
For just one album.
But you'll be surprised. And even after I even break it down like that, we still have the naysayers. No, man.
Hey,
my morals won't let me.
They don't even matter at the end. It's just about the people that love me. They're still gonna support what I do. That either way. If people are gonna have their opinions, even if I make dope hip hop without even being, people are still gonna talk. You know what they're gonna have their opinions, no matter what.
They might call
even
you
without
before you even got to the pink shit. They was already calling you a punk motherfucker and a no good son of a bitch and
all that shit behind your back.
All of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it really
gonna talk regardless.
Yeah, it don't matter. And who cares what you look at? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, speaking for myself. You know what I'm saying?
There's some dope pink Jordans out there.
I would have snatched before he said $10 million in the contract. The pen, I would have snatched it out of his hand and said, "Shut up, man! Come on, let's go." You know what I'm saying? Let me get to the bag. Hurry up, because I gotta go splurge as soon as I walk up out of here. I gotta go grab this Tesla, and then call my mama. Well, I can't call my mom, but I'll call Jessica and I'll call Tino and I'll call everybody, and I'll be like, "Come on, man, we out of here." Yeah, just leave that house. Just leave it. Don't just leave it. Leave it unlocked. No, don't worry about locking the doors. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. We'll deal with the house dogs later. Yeah, leave the dogs. We'll get new ones. Leave the cats. We get new ones. Don't worry about it. And these are the new ones will be trained. So we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
That's fucked up.
Oh. Look, Shadow. He says, "I'm gonna start calling you hard-headed heat." This so-called small price. Come on, man. Come on.
I love it. I love it though.
It's about more than morals. Your music message will be lost in the public's perception of you. I don't think so. Because before you even got to that point of the label coming to you, would have already done all of your work, your groundwork, and your true people that understand your music and know who you are, especially if it still sounds the same. You're still doing the shit. The only thing is the costume. I don't think the message would be lost. And even if it did, you do a little PR, a little, you know what I'm saying, damage control,
some kind of shit.
Yeah, and then you're good to go.
Me and Sam did a song called "Sign the Dotted Line."
Oh yeah,
yeah, and we talk exactly about that. I play the A&R, and he's the artist.
Oh, that's dope.
I break it down. That's off the last EPIK 1.2 album. And I already played that scenario in my head thousands of times, to tell you the truth. And it's in reality, we all know as you get educated that, you know, these are realistically speaking, when you get signed to a label, that's technically just a loan that you have to pay back.
That's all it is.
But there's good things about it though, is that they push you in the right marketplaces and they get to open doors for you. So if that's really something that you would be considering more than the money, like, oh, they have the right connections, it's something to consider too, because you might not have those connections.
Right. And you can also be put in the room with the right people, but if you don't know how to act and you don't know how to talk, you're really going to shoot yourself in the foot anyways.
That's true. That's true.
You know, sometimes a lot of that shit don't matter. It depends on the person.
You saw I asked for a lawyer first. I'm not. Lawyer first.
I don't even know what that means, but okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I wanted to talk to you about something I think that's really important, and we haven't hit it yet. I went to your performance at Sub T's and was like overly moved.
Thank you.
I've seen you for years, and like now I'm like kicking myself in the ass why I've never like walked up and talked to you. We frequent the same crowds.
Yes.
We know the same people. And after seeing your performance at Sub T's, you know, it really made a lot of things hit home, and it really showed me your courage, man. Like your tenacity and your courage and your fight. Like it's one thing to know a person, you know, even from a distance, and you say, man, this motherfucker's always doing something. He's always grinding. He's always out there. He's doing shows. You know, that's the fight. You know what I'm saying? So knew you had the fight in you. You know, didn't realize how courageous, but because I know it also takes courage to do this, and it takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of self reflection, a lot of introspectual shit. You know, as an artist, we're like always putting things out there. They're like our little babies when we put them out there, and we don't want people to be judgmental on them and shit. You know what I'm saying? We want them to love our little babies that we put out there. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, man. I was sitting there. I was like, man, I've got to talk to this dude. And even leaving there, I couldn't get you out of my mind. I was like, man, I'm going to reach out to him. And, you know, and I'm still kicking myself in the ass that after all these fucking years, because everybody that you mentioned tonight, on the show tonight, I know all these people, and some of them I know a little bit better than others. You know what I mean? But I know them. I've spoken to them. Some of them I've had dealings with. Some of them I haven't. But it just really struck me that, and I'm always like this crazy talkative person. Well, I used to be. Well, I was drinking and shit too. So it's going to elude me to a lot of shit.
We even relate on that.
Yeah. And so, like, I tell people all the time, especially the ones that I've known, you know, allow me to reintroduce myself, because, you know, that wasn't really me. I don't feel. But you really moved me, and I was like, man, I got to get this guy on the show. And when you made the announcement, I mean, I was told it beforehand, and that was another reason that pushed me to really, I wanted to be there for sure. You know what I mean? Not so much. I didn't know what you were going to say or anything. I just wanted to be there in that moment. And after you performed, and when you talked to everybody in there, that shit, man, you could have knocked me over with a feather. You know what I'm saying? And I was really moved emotionally, like, and not just moved emotionally. I was moved, like, inspired, like really, really inspired, and really, really helped me to even ground myself, you know, more. And really understand what it is I need to do, what it is and how I need to, like, fix myself. And I mean, it was really, really amazing. And I want to shake your hand, like, and just tell you how much I appreciate you, man. And that shit meant a lot to me.
Thank you.
For those that don't know, I'm gonna let you. You know, I'm not gonna tell you. I can't tell that story. You know what I'm saying?
Gizzo, did you record that part?
Gizzo.
Did you record the part that towards the end where Shadow, big up to Shadow, he asked me to tell the situation? Did you record that part?
Yeah, those are.
Okay.
Okay. Shadow Master says, Epic got the heart and the will of a lion. There's nothing you can't get through. He said, roar loud and proud, my baby bro.
Oh, man, dude.
Shout out,
man,
Shadow
I got chills,
Master.
man. Thank you, bro.
Talk a lot of shit to Shadow, man, but we love that guy, man, to death, man, for real.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I believe that there is a multitude of people that love you, bro. I mean, like, the love that was in that room when you spoke was I mean, you could feel it. You could feel like a big ass hug on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some real shit. And I'm about to tear up, man. God damn, this ain't the show for that.
I mean,
I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel. So if anybody, shout out to Gizzo. He did record everything live and direct. So big ups to him. Give a little for Gizzo.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
And he came in and took over the show.
And my bad. I had to. And so he did record it. So I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel. It's been in the works. So it's EPIK1, EPIK1, space underpaid. Epic, EPIK1, space underpaid. So that should be up soon. So if you did miss it, so they could understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's dope. That's what's up. Shout out to Jizzle for always having a camera out. And by the way, be careful. He's sneaky with that goddamn camera. All right, I just had to say that because it's true. All right. So yeah, tell. I mean, I don't know that you could redo that moment or whatever, but just tell people your story. And I might be pushing you to say it.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I just feel it's important.
Yeah, I believe that God gave me this. I have, if for anybody who's listening, I'm battling stage 3 of rectal cancer, and I've been saying colon cancer, but now I'm getting used to saying colorectal cancer. So I think that God's plan has, I don't question God. I just know that He gave it to me. Well, and He didn't give it to me, but I'm faced with this, battle, and I don't know why, but I know that God has a purpose for everything. Even through the bad, there's a purpose. You lose somebody, there's a purpose for everything. And I can't think for I can't tell you what God thinks, but I can tell you that I trust His plan, because I can only see what's. If we're human, if we're lucky, we live 100 years. But God's been running the show since day one, and He continues to run the show, and He will run the show. In my opinion, this is all my opinion. I'm not telling you what to believe in. So I put my trust in the Lord, and so maybe it's for me to write, and this is just again because I did write a song recently about watching what you eat, and making sure that. So I really don't know, but I trust that whatever. And through fighting this cancer, I've been saying my hashtag is to the glory of God, because I'm gonna praise Him till the end, and no matter what. And I repeat to myself, Psalm 23. Even though I walk through the shadow of the valley of death, I shall not fear, because the Lord and staff are with me. And in reality, what I remember saying, because it happened so fast, shadow put me on the spot. And not that it was a bad thing, it was a good thing. And I like I said to you guys, I'm an open book. You could ask me anything,
right?
And I'm willing to try to answer it to my best of my ability. But yeah, I was just like, and the reason that show was important is because, people, like they ask me, what can I do for you? How can I help you out? Man, dude, just come see me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come to one of my shows. Man, it sucks sometimes that this has to happen to me just so some people could come to my show, like, and realize that I've been doing this, this, and it's bigger than hip hop, in the long terms, but just come see me. You know what I'm saying? And we all get busy in life, and I understand, but that's, but I remember speaking about, watching what you eat. I remember speaking about that in the little part that, man, it's just reality is man, I really came to be aware of high alkaline diets, and shout out to MC Misak, DJ Misak, and so many people, like learning how to live healthier, is one of the things that I could probably take this experience, and just like I'm in AA, and like use my story of what I went through to help somebody else, so I could probably help somebody else as well, through this experience. So, but in reality, I also remember saying that, to the point that, the body, we're all gonna check out one day. It's either gonna be through whatever it is, whatever it is, we got a checkout date. So most importantly is trying to save my soul. Like, eating good is good, but it's gonna go. Everything's gonna go. So to have the right connection with God, I think, is the most important thing, through it all. Because if I didn't have this connection with God, man, my world would be in shambles right now. It would definitely be in shambles. But God is my, like, there's a verse. It says, the winds came, but my foundation is firm with my Lord Jesus Christ. So that's, I think, ultimately, even before the diagnosis, and I think through the diagnosis, it's just good to have God in my life, because I really feel it. I feel the love from the people. but reality is God's there when nobody else is there.
Facts.
Yeah.
Big facts. God damn. Ace Vito, Martin, shout out Ace Vito.
But can I take a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
But I do also, and I do remember, I did suggest everybody.
I was going to say that.
Because we're older. Yeah. Because we're older hip hop heads. I remember saying this. It just came to me. Is that I am going to promote and I am going to be an advocate for anybody that's 35 and up, male, female. Go get yourself a colorectal exam. Mm-hmm. You know, go get yourself an exam. And the doctors, I was like, yo, can I get an exam? Like, oh, you're too young. You're fine. Cause I'm 46, but I look like I'm, younger.
12.
Yeah, exactly.
Was there anything in particular that made you ask for that?
Yeah, I just knew that something, like just better to have the car check than not, something like that. And so and then I remember, and this is for real. This is where I remember, my poop looked unnatural. I took a picture of it, showed it to the doctor. The doctor's like, oh, that's fine. That's not, you're good. And I know my body and I know that's not natural for me. And then you're like, oh, and then he made me feel okay. Like, oh, you're the doctor. You know what's up. And then if you say it's nothing, then it's nothing. So then I went to, and then I had, over the summer, I had a long constipation, and then I went back to the doctor, and he's like, yeah, we're going to have to get you checked out. And here I am now. Wow. But if we would have caught it then, I'm really going to be this is for sure. I'm going to be a strong advocate of anybody that's 35 and up. You kind of got to lie to them and tell them, it's in my family history. That's what they're going to ask you first. Is it in your family history? I'm like, not that I know of, but all my family's in Mexico. But reality is, I'm going to tell them, yeah, you have to actually lie to get them to do this stuff.
But crazy. You know what though? Like, it depends on the type of doctor that you have. Most of the time, you won't even get this type of health advocacy unless it's someone in your family that's had an experience with having a baby or some other kind of terminal illness. Because even like something like childbirth, like it's a routine thing, but so many people die from that shit. And it comes from like not knowing what to ask, believing when they brush shit off, that's typical. But like people go to the doctor and they be scared to say shit. Mm-hmm. But you looking to get some new shoes, you doing research, you getting a new phone, you researching that shit for weeks, you get in the car, but your own body, you just, shit, my motherfucking leg been hurt for 7 weeks, but I'm still walking though, Mm-hmm. And even when you go to the doctor, you still it's like people are scared to be honest, but shit, the reality of the situation is we got to be our own advocates.
Yeah. Because when they say, how would you rate your pain, the 1 to 10, 10 being the highest level of pain, I say all the time, like, tell them it's extreme amount of pain. You know what I mean? Like, tell them, like, because if not, if you lie and you say, well, I'll give it about a 3 when you're like really sitting over there in dire pain. Yeah. They're not gonna bother to even look at anything.
And I heard out of I told you the other day I had to go to the doctor for some shit, and I heard out of the doctor's mouth that the healthcare field right now is like real analytical. They do shit like this. You've had X condition for this amount of time. Mm-hmm. You've been approached to take medication for said condition X amount of times. And each time you said no. So why would we keep giving you the sort of kind of preventative part of it? So like an MRI. Right. The fuck we gonna give you an MRI for? Because whatever we come back and tell you, you're gonna still tell us you don't want the medication.
Well, that's not everybody.
But now the most of the prognosis would be even if you have something and it's a mild case of whatever it is, you might feel like I could probably change my diet and my lifestyle and not have to take the medication, and I probably could prevent whatever it is from progressing. Mm-hmm. They recommend you just take the medication.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. Yeah.
And then honestly, and it depends on your, whatever you have, whatever your situation is. A lot of people don't want to fuck with that medication because of all them goddamn side effects. Right. So if I change my diet, I exercise, I do this, whatever, if the prognosis is that I could get better, why not try that first? Mm-hmm. And then if my shit is not really moving in the right direction, let's talk about medication. But it's fucked up out here.
Yeah, I hate taking meds. I ain't gonna lie. I have trouble even like taking ibuprofen and everything. Well, I don't like when I start having my migraines, which is another thing because like I've been having these things down there all my life, and they always say that there's nothing, they can't find anything wrong, but something's going wrong with my brain. Like it's
okay. That could be a lot of things though.
Yeah. Well,
did they ever recommend Botox?
No, somebody said that and said, asked me about Botox, and I was just like, man, I don't know about all that. I don't want my,
Well, when you get it for that purpose, it's botulinum toxin, but it's the same shit.
Well,
but it's got. I know somebody that has migraines and they got it, and it did help. I mean, it's some shit that I think Serena Williams takes. Seen commercials for it and shit, but it's just funny though how like you go. I know something's wrong with me because it's not natural for me to have a headache that makes me want to go dig a hole in concrete and hide.
Dig a hole in concrete and fucking stay there.
And then
it's debilitating.
It's fucking stupid. And then like you go again, and then finally. So maybe I don't think you're going to the right place. We'll talk afterwards.
Yeah. Shout out to Shadow Master, man. He says your presence is better than any present you can give, man. That's so true, man.
That's true.
Dope. It's very dope. Ace Vito says it's a fucking shame they play shit off like it's nothing. No pun intended.
Yeah,
true. The medical field is called a practice for a reason.
Motherfucking right.
Wow, Shadow, that's pretty deep.
Bars.
Yeah, bars. Yeah, don't
motherfucking right.
Throwing them bars out there on a serious
literally is spitballing at the wall.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for Epic to get back from the restroom. But yeah, man, that day that he performed was fucking epic. To me, it was. I mean, I know I'm not the only person in the room that felt that energy from him, and there was literally not a dry eye in the room, and not out of pity or anything. It was like there was dry eyes in the room because I think everybody could feel what you were saying, and you weren't saying, feel sorry for me or no shit like that.
No, it was his testimony.
Yeah, and it was really it was heavy duty. Like I said, it was inspiring. Like fuck, like man, get your shit together. Like man, you whining like in life. I think sometimes we whine about the stupidest shit when there's always a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That was a real freestyle, and I freestyle that Subterranean all the time. And sometimes, I wanted to leave the crowd like, whoa, that was dope. But I never thought that, an epic moment I would have is talking about really what I'm going through,
Yeah.
So, and again, it's more so also to advocate to people to get yourself checked spiritually and physically, and watch what you eat. These things need to be really recognized, man, because the way most people live, even including myself, man, we think that we're doing enough, and it just ain't enough. Even exercising and all that has something to do with it.
Do you think, and this may sound like a silly question, but I don't think it is. Do you think that that your diagnosis put like an extra battery in your back? Like, let's go, motherfucker, let's go.
Man, I think that ultimately God knew how He made me, so He knew what I can handle, or He knows what I can handle, and I don't know. I just some things have drawn back a little bit, like promotions. I don't like right now. Sometimes I really have to motivate myself to promote, because being an artist, you're not. I tell people being an artist is being an artist. You're 80% of it is being a promoter. You gotta promote your stuff. And right now, sometimes I just want to lay back. I want to chill out with my son. And the promoting hasn't been there like how it has, So there's little areas, but where am I taking that energy? Because you only got so much energy throughout the day. And so a lot of it's going to, I got to make radiation today. I got to go through the radiation Monday through Friday. Starting this week is my first week. And then I had chemo. It just took off the bag today. So that's why there's a change in my I'm using the bathroom. They want you to hydrate yourself. That's one of the things with chemo. Man, if I learn something, I'd like to pass it down sometimes to people.
Yeah. Most definitely.
So there's changes, that take place. My stomach feels like rumbling, and just like, man, it just feels weird, man. But I forgot where I was going with this, but definitely if I learn something that's useful, I like to pass it down.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I think I think everybody can look at you and get some encouragement. I think everybody can look at you and say, "God damn, I I want to be that strong. I want to understand myself that way. I want to be that person." Like literally, just the fact that you stood there in front amongst your peers. And some of us are the most judgmental motherfuckers on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But amongst your peers, and to have the courage to stand that way that you did, uh, the amount of strength that you permeated the room with was incredible. It was incredible, and I stood there. I was like speechless, like standing there and looking at you, and I'm like, man, look at this fucking guy. And I literally was kicking myself in the ass all the way home in my mind, like, why have I never extended my hand to this man? And I have seen him everywhere. And not because I needed to work with him or I could have done shit with him. It was like seeing that amount of courage and that amount of just security within yourself, security within your faith and everything else was like, that's all fucking inspiring. It really is. And it's like, without being like, oh, he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, really looking at you and going like, man, that's a fucking good dude. That's one solid ass motherfucker. Black, excuse my choice of words, but that's one solid ass dude. And I literally was kicking myself in the ass on the way home. Like, man, it really made me think and be more mindful, especially like going to sub-T's and seeing people again and shit like that. Be more mindful of people. You know what I'm saying? Being more mindful of my peers, being more mindful of meeting them and engaging, not so much of rap music and everything, but just engaging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like recently we lost a brother in hip hop too, Trado.
Oh yeah,
Trado, man. And when I heard that news, I was like, oh my gosh, man! This is like, and realizing that he was like one of the most extensive people, like, yo, EPIK, yo, let's do this, let's do that.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, you don't never know, you just never know.
Yeah.
So take advantage of the little things like that. That's an eye opener too,
Yeah. He actually, man, he did the show like weeks before.
Like 3 weeks, right?
Yeah. And rest in peace to Trey, man, because I was gonna like mentor him or try to mentor him. I don't even know if you want to call it mentoring or whatever, but really dope individual, man. And it was a real loss. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't losing you. We ain't fucking losing you. You know what I'm saying? Chicago needs to stand up and stand next to my mans and stand with my mans, like for real, and put them prayers out for him. You know what I'm saying? Shadow says the best bars are usually the most honest bars. Dope shit, EP. Shout out to Sod Cuddle. He says, keep God first and stay stress-free. Ace Vito says, have you tried sour soap?
Yeah. Yes, I've tried sour sop and
sop. I said soap. My bad.
No, it's all good. There's a lot of things that I'm trying right now. And like I just do my research on whatever I'm taking, but sour sop is definitely one of the things I learned from the homeboy Misak is so reality is you don't go to fight this is his quote. You don't go fight a war with just one soldier. Mm-hmm. You have to have more than one soldier. So sour sop is definitely one of those strong soldiers, but alkaline diet is definitely where it's at. Alkaline diet is not gonna cancer can't live in an alkaline body. And I should have known this before because I have gout. In gout, you have to raise your alkaline levels up. And I also have diabetes. I have type 2 diabetes. I have all these things, not just, I still like to play basketball. I still get down, but these things are some of the things that, again, diet can and exercise can improve. If you eat right, you exercise right, there's really hardly any way that these things can manifest in your body. But everything is reversible. There's also this other thing that I'm just bought the pills for is to kill parasites in your body. So I forgot fentazone. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, I'm also looking into that as well. So a soursop, definitely. Before I came over here, I was eating some seeded grapes. You get the seeded ones because those are the most alkaline, and some strawberries, eating those, and especially, but right now having the chemo, like I had to break away from this diet because sometimes I look at the stuff and it just makes me want to gag. Yeah. And so I have to eat some comfort foods, even though I want to stray away from that. But right now I need to eat, so just some of my mom's chile rellenos, and shout out. So yeah.
Shout out to Mom Dukes.
Yeah, Mom Dukes, man. I want to just take this big time to really. She's my rock. You know what I'm saying, man? Man. Without that, man, and like I'm standing here in front of y'all because I got a strong support team. With her, my good friends. Shout out to Jesse Menendez. Shout out to Lady Champ. Shout out to so many people that just hold me down. So yeah.
That's what's up. Shadow, I'm gonna call you later, bro. I think me and you need to fucking have a rap battle or something. I don't know what's going on with you. He said he might need a new prescription for them eyes. All right, bro. Damn it, I was playing it cool. Now it's back to battle mode, man.
Shots
battle
fired.
Mode. I'm gonna battle Shadow and by myself and annihilate y'all.
Shit.
Man.
All right, you started it, bro.
We selling tickets to that.
You started it, bro. Okay. I'm just kidding. Martin Ace Vito says there's a spot in Mexico that'll treat that treats you.
Actually, shout out to Rezo. He's in Peru and he's sending me some herbs. And again, speaking of herbs, there's a lot of herbs that can heal your body. And basically what they do, like shillage. There's many herbs, sours, black sea moss. All these things give you minerals. It gives your body minerals. So that's what you're saying. When you say all that stuff, this is what they do. There's herbs, there's minerals, and again, you just don't fight. You need that too, but you need a diet. You need to exercise.
Right.
You need to hydrate your body. I'm drinking coffee, but no sugar. This is decaffeinated, and I just asked for cream.
And I'm on the way other spectrum. I got a shot of espresso. I got cream. I got sugar. Somebody's mama might be in here.
It's
I don't
cocaine
even know,
right there.
man. It's all kinds of shit. It's cocaine.
So stay away from sugar. I can't even stress that enough. Stay away from sugar.
Shadow says diet is major. There's all types of natural food to replace medicine. Eat to live. Yeah,
but I'll tell you the truth. Also, like, is right now having stage 3 cancer is scary. Like, there's people that like that. I could also go the whole holistic approach, but right now it's scary. I can't. I'm shooting with 2 guns. I'm shooting with the because they're gonna reduce the cancer with radiation and chemo, and then the surgery. And they're gonna cut out a piece of the colon that's messed up, and then I'm gonna have to have one of those bags temporarily while it heals, and then I don't know, chemo again. I don't know, but throughout that time, I'm also taking the herbs, the alkaline high diet, and soursop tea. I drink it. Apricot seeds, apricot seeds. They're good, but you can't have too many of them because it turns into cyanide in your body. I had to research that. Yeah, so apricot seeds. So there's a lot of things. Just research before you take something. Just don't take something because they recommended it. Do your research.
Yeah.
Do your research. And so yeah, I do have apricot seeds. I'll take 1 or 2, but nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. So all these things. My goal is to. So they took me off chemo. I got 4 more weeks of radiation coming up. And then the last week with chemo, it's a at-home thing. I have a thing in my chest, a port catheter, and I go home with it. But during these 3 weeks, once the chemo effects start wearing down, I'm going to go hard with these minerals and stuff. I want them to come back because then after all that, the chemo and the radiation, then you get, for me, everybody's cancer is different. Then they're going to be like a month and a half to let the inflammation go down because that inflames the cancer and then it shrinks. And then they're going to do an MRI test to see how much it shrunk, then go to the surgeon. But my goal is between that little time of the time off from because radiation is quick. They don't really feel it. but you feel it like, you know, using the bathroom and stuff, maybe something like that. But reality, the chemo is the one. And but my goal is to take these herbs and alkaline diet, and then when we get to that point, I'm praying hard that, you know, they'll be like, man, this thing is almost nothing. You know, that's why I'm shooting with 2 guns. You know, yeah, cool. You know, let's get it down. But just because again, this is a lifestyle change. This is going to be a new lifestyle change. I've kind of said to myself, no more McDonald's, no more fast food, you know, no more soda, no more sugar. This has to be a way of life.
Right.
So
that's what's up, man. And listen, for sure the entire UNRAP team got you. For sure Shy City Cypher got you.
Word.
For sure 606 got you. For sure Chicago got you, man. For real.
Man, much love,
I just had to Google some shit because I almost forgot. So the engineer is our resident beat master.
Yeah.
So that's a chakra bracelet. It's
awesome.
You know, keep your energy in check, but you have an extra blue chakra, and that's for nature, bravery, determination, and stability. That's the blue one is the throat chakra.
Oh wow. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Tell him I said thank you. I'm rocking
right
now.
there.
So travel light and wear that in good health.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hope it brings you good energy, man.
Thank you.
And we're going to give you good energy because you give good energy.
I like that Jesus piece. That's dope. Nice.
I made all of it.
Well, you got to get him one then.
Yeah, I'll buy one off you.
Yeah. All right.
But I gotta lighten the mode up, man.
Yeah.
Lighten the mode up.
Yeah.
Normally, I'll freestyle and I'll kill the room. Normally.
Oh yeah.
Normally the MCs that are here don't want to rap after I've done my little spew. Tonight they asked me whether there's going to be a cipher, and I said yes at first, but then I started thinking. I said, hell no, this is all you.
Oh no,
not you. No, man.
Not with these guys in the room.
No, with these guys in the room. You a lion amongst lions, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a wolf pack up in here. Ain't nobody in individual up in here. No, you gonna kick the whole shit.
All right.
We want some motherfucking EPIK1 in the goddamn building. We want that EPIK1. We want that raw uncut.
I got you.
We want that tiger, that young warrior that saw hip hop and was like, fuck that, I'm going for it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? We want that killer that said, I'm about to start battling MCs. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
We want that motherfucker.
You want that monster to come out?
We want that monster. We want Jason to get his ass whooped by that monster. We want Freddy Krueger to get his ass whooped by that monster. We want that monster to put Chucky back in the goddamn crib like the baby he's supposed to be. Okay? Yeah, Chucky. Fuck them all. Because right now we got EPIK1 in the goddamn building.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Now put that high power fucking beat on or whatever the fuck it is. I forgot the name of it. Excuse my language. Let's go.
That's a hype ass intro.
Turn it up a little bit. Mute our mics and turn it up.
Yeah, check.
Right there.
Yo. Check it out. Yo. When it comes to the freestyles, yo, I get it on like a protector. You want the heat? Well, that's the heat detector. So no doubt, man, I'm doing my thing with the flows that I bring. If you want the heat, I'll bring it at 1,000 degrees. So I'ma break it down, cause I'm just doing the strategy. That's how it has to be, cause this comes off naturally. So no doubt, when I'm keeping it clean, you know what I mean. I'm gonna break it down for beats like this machine. So I'll break it down when I'm spitting these bars. I'm up in my car, but I still remember my boy Tazar. So that's what I do, what I have to. Yo, I'm rappers like I'm using the bathroom, going for lines like Tazar with the tattoo. That's how it goes off of the flow. You know that I rip those, stay a G like Gizzo, but this is how it goes. Yo, don't get me after midnight, I'll turn into the gremlin, not Gizmo. So that's how it goes off of the top. Yo, this is how it goes. I'm leaving competition shocked. That's how I rock like Prudential. It's essential when it comes to the flow. Yo, I keep it on the spot. It's monumental. So no doubt, man, that's something I have to devour. Speaking of Chicago, yo, I'm like the Sears Tower. No doubt that I had to kill this every time that I diminish. Yo, I stand taller even though you call it the Willis. No doubt, man, I keep it moving when it comes to the flows. That's how I get the best in the ride. But I'ma break it down for the northwest side. So you gotta check what I'm saying. There really ain't no playing or delaying. I came to rep this spot like Belmont Cragen, so I spit bars. Yo, it gets hard, but yo, I used to rep the Northwest like the Brickyard. No doubt, man, this is how it goes. That's something I have to devour. Yo, I break it down with much power, and I think the Northwest side doesn't get enough flowers. So no doubt that I spit flows. Yo, back in the days, you saw K4P up with my man Civil. So I break it down when I'm doing the tag. I don't have to brag, but hip-hop, that's something I have. So I would break it down because I came to represent with much intelligence. I came to break it down with the 4 elements. No doubt, man, because I'm going to get it down because I have to. Now I stepped up being a videographer. So there's so many ways to progress. When it comes to the freestyles, you know I do it nonetheless. So I break it down when I'm doing my weaponry. But now I'm making the dope stuff on my MPC. Because I'm going to bring it live every time I strategize. I analyze competition. Yo, they ain't very wise. So that's part of the plan. Every time that I wreck, it's part of the jam. So I'm going to make beats with my boy Sam I Am. Because I'm going to kill it till I'm filthy. Yo, shout out to the underpaid, my man LP. So no doubt, man, Nick C, he's the one that makes the beats. When it comes to the freestyles, I'm just doing my thing. So I'm just keeping it cool. I'm setting the rules. Even though, yo, we ain't doing much with the Bulls. So no doubt that I keep it scoring. The raps ain't boring. At least we had the good old days with Mike Jordan and Scottie Pippen. I'm not tripping. When it comes to the flow, I keep on killing this mic until the ish starts hissing. So, yo, even if the mic pops, my mic drops. When it comes to the flow, what I'm saying, yo, quite hot. No doubt, man, I'll never run out of breath. When it comes to the freestyles, check the rhymes that I select. So it's disgusting. Yo, what I'm dropping is lovely. I've gained this armor of the mic, doing it at sub-T's for 20 years or so. When it comes to the freestyles, now when I drop a holy rhyme, it's a miracle. Yo, you can feel it in the room every time that I presume. You ain't MF, but you about to meet your doom. Every time that I wreck the spot, you know it's hot. Yo, I'm leaving rappers like a pair of G-Shocks. No doubt, man, cause I'm just doing my thing. I'm gonna break it down nicer than a pair of smooth suede 3s. So I break it down with the 4s. I keep it on course, so my freestyle stays sharper than a sword. Of course, I keep on moving with progression. Every time that I'm killing the session, you know what time it is. My mic is a weapon. Yo, that's how it goes, so competitions get injured. I'm flipping the game just like 10 ninjas. Yo, punchlines is...
Yo, hey, can I get unmuted, please? Motherfuckers need to pay attention, goddammit. Shadow Master says Chicago shit, EPIK1. Spit that shit. We gonna run another one.
Let's do it.
Yo, there's another beat in there. It's called DOC. You said you like that sample,
DOC
right quick.
sample, yeah.
So we gonna use that flip right quick. It's in the fucking things. Come on, engineer. Let's go, baby. EPIK1 in the goddamn building. Let's go. It says DOC.
Yeah.
Turn it up a little bit. Mute these mics except for his.
Check it. Yo. It's like I do it like my fingers, I'm about to snap. Yo, I don't need a condom just to bring it unwrapped. Yo, that's how it goes, cause I'ma drop it up on UNRAP. So when it comes to the freestyles, yo, I'm straight breaking it back. So no doubt put the beat up so I can hear it further. When it comes to this freestyles, consider that murder. So no doubt I turn it up just a notch. When it comes to the freestyles, I'ma break it back right on the spot. So that's how it goes, like I do it right. My man's wearing Adidas, but you could say that I've always earned my stripes. No doubt, man, this is how it goes off to the freestyles. I'm about to get it, always representing with them 7s. Yo, no doubt, cause I do it till I'm laid off. Yo, who you think is gonna make it in the playoffs? Yo, we gotta keep it. When it comes to the freestyles, I drop it like some high tops. Either Cubs or the White Sox, it don't matter, but it's all Chicago all in the end. Yo, rappers think they real, but they just plain pretend. I'm here to ascend like I'm taking a flight. Yo, this is easy as hell. It's like every day I'm riding a bike, so I'ma never get off, cause I could rip it with the mad bars. When it comes to the freestyle, they get smoked like that cigar. In other words, where did it go? But when it comes to dropping the flow, you could say that EPIK1 is most lyrical. Yo, I'ma break it down when I got the lighter. My freestyles is like that, cause every time I flick it, I'm spitting fire. You already know how it goes. It's not hard luck. I guess that I'm a poor man. My man got the Starbucks, yo. So I'ma keep it going every time you love it. So, yo, I'ma keep it like Duncan. Yo, when it comes to the flow, yo, I got it going on super bad like McLovin. So this is how it goes off of the flow. You know that I stay in total control just like the remote. But when it comes to the freestyles, you could say that I'm good to go. So no doubt that I'm headhunting. Yo, you can't have that control with having the on or off button. So no doubt, man, what is this? Some prescription medicine? But when it comes to the flow, every time I spit it is relevant. So no doubt that it'll leave you like you got it. This is equate triple antibiotics. So yo, you need that as you're getting older. When it comes to the freestyles, Chicago just made me colder. So no doubt doubt, man, that's some anointment. When it comes to the freestyles, I'm on some b-boy shit. Yo, I break it down like Biggie Smalls ready to die. Cause when it comes to the freestyles, it's straight suicide. So that's how it goes off of the flow. You gotta kick me, but I got the flow, man. I need that cut from Biggie. So no doubt, man, this is what I have to say. Yo, you ever seen Don't Be a Menace? I guess I'm Ashtray. Yo, I'll break it down in any way that I suppose. When it comes to the flow, nobody's getting close to me, even if they had a machine. When it comes to the freestyles, I'm just ripping it clean. So no doubt, man, I get in place. Yo, I like to have a standalone, even though that's an interface. Yo, I'ma break it down. But I'm in your face.
Unmute
in your
me.
face.
God damn it, let's go. Hey, we got one more in there. It's called 002.
It's called 0. All right.
Mute my mic.
All right. Yo, I come to do what I come do. The style kicking it harder just like it's kung fu. No doubt, you gotta check what I'm saying. Yo, I stay on point like the top hat of ratings. So, no doubt they want that. Yo, I put in from them like a wombat. Yo, this is Mortal Kombat. Every time that I'm just repping on stage, yo, I'm ripping it off like the streets of rage. Yo, I break it down cause my freestyle's been lighter. Yo, I break it down like Street Fighter. So when it comes to the freestyles, I'll tell you something that I'll kick it harder in this game than Chun-Li. Yo, and I'm just back in effect. When it comes to the freestyles, I'm just snapping that neck. So no doubt I can't sit and complain. I won't tell you that I'm Daz Effects as I go diggity diggity on the stage. Yo, but my man did it. When it comes to the freestyles, you know that it's nice like prescriptions. I'm about to kick it. Yo, live and direct. When it comes to the freestyles, I just keep it in check. Yo, just like checking chicks for love, checking the shoes for legitimate checks. When it comes to the freestyles, everything I'm spitting correct. So no doubt that everything that I intercept is like a missile. This is what I give you off of the top. Yo, rappers talking booty-ish. Yo, about to handle my tissue with quick dismissal like an off day. But when it comes to the freestyles, I can break it down anyway. So check the rhymes that I display. Okay, I'ma keep it straight moving. When it comes to showing improving off the top, that's what I'm doing. So no doubt, man, that's how I keep it going when I'm doing my thing. Dropping classic numbers like 23. So no doubt, man, this is how my mind shrinks. You asked me what I would do if I got a record deal and had to wear pink and do the diggy dance. When it comes to this, I'm over your head still just like an avalanche. That don't stand a chance, even though I'm selling records. When it comes to flows, yo, I break it down a lot better. So no doubt I just sample the groove, do what I have to do. Cause honestly, in hip-hop, I'm a natural. It's in my blood vessels. When it comes to the freestyles, this is how I get it down. So I must select you to be the listener. When it comes to the flow, check out the stuff that I'm giving you. So don't snooze on me later like you weeping boys. When it comes to freestyles, there's something not destroyed, but I'm giving you joy just like a kid on Christmas. When it comes to the flows, yo, no way you could dismiss this. So this is something I have. Rappers make me laugh, but like Christmas, you could say I got it in a bag. So no doubt, man, I give it to them wrinkle like Chris Sprinkle. When it comes to the freestyles, get it popping like a can of Pringles. Yo, when it comes to the flow, this is something that I have to do. Yo, I break it down like Chicago Avenue and Western Ave. This is where I grew up and this is what I have. Cause I'm from Ukraine Village. Even though I'm Mexican, I'm about to kick it. Yo, harder than an essay, riding the expressway. When it comes to the flow, going fast in the express lane. No doubt, man, this is the way it has to be. Naturally, you could catch me riding around in my Camry. Yo, but I would like a Tesla. When it comes to the freestyles off of the top, I might check ya. No doubt, because I run it like a salary. I guess that I'm hybrid because I'm running off my batteries. No doubt, man, you never even lost me. But I'ma keep it caffeinated like it's coffee. So, yo, it's coffee time when I bust these rhymes. Yo, I got it down line for line. So when it comes to the freestyles, you know that it's done. I shine like that shoe like a Jordan 1. So I'ma break it down like a Chicago classic. There you have it. When it comes to the freestyles, I'm on some bad-ish. Yo, no doubt that I used to tag on stuff, but now I'm over here trying to rap my max a buck. But I'll keep it buck like 100 every time that I could get it, like related like cousins. But my man know about the shoe game. When it comes to the freestyles, you know that I don't do lames, cause I'ma keep it going, doing it my own sections. When it comes to the flow, this is rhyming progression, so I'ma kill it, no question. No doubt that I'm from Chicago, but man, what do you rap? Colorado? I don't even know. But when it comes to the freestyles, I'm out the dough, so I'm good to go. Yo, I think I killed 4 minutes, so this is something you have to witness. I could kick it.
Unfucking mute me! Unfucking mute me! God damn it, mute me on the bounty. God damn it, this boy just went crazy.
You don't need the mic. I don't think you need it.
He just went crazy. Yo! God damn it, I don't even want to end the show. This shit crazy.
I give him a shout out because he knows about the shoes.
Yo, and he got a lot of nerve. Say I'm from Colorado, bro. I don't like that shit. But yo, on some real shit, you see, he got me up out my seat, man. I couldn't wait. I was like sitting there, I was about to explode. You know what I'm saying? Pause, Diddy, all that. Man, god damn. Diddy, all that shit. My man's did it. Pause, Diddy, all that. My man's did that shit. Pause, Diddy, all that. Man, look, man. If you on or from another planet, well, you just missed the fuck out. That shit was raw. That's what MCing is all about. That's the embodiment of hip hop. That shit gave me butterflies, goddammit, of the warm fuzzies and all that shit. And at the same time, I still wanted to punch a motherfucker in the mouth. God damn it. Bless your soul, EPIK1. Bless your soul, man. You gave me one tonight. Shadow, you better watch out, boy. I'm coming for you in the night. God damn it. I feel like an anime character right now, boy. I'm ready to, you get or something. This shit was dope. Shit was dope.
I had like 3 stumbles in there, but yeah.
Oh man, man, ain't nobody thinking about that shit. Man, shit, goddamn. And Shadow Master said, well, damn. Look, let me get some outro music right quick. Woo. Turn my mic down. Let me calm down. Let me calm all the way the fuck down. Woo. This has been epic. I said it was gonna be epic. I might as well be a fortune teller right now, boy. I'm telling you, but with a name like EPIK1, you couldn't expect anything but the top-rate #1 shit, and it being epic. And I'm gonna say right now, this shit was epic. It's crazy. Gems were dropped. Wisdom was dropped. Understanding was dropped. And at the goddamn last of it, he dropped some fucking bars. Wait a minute. All right? Straight bars. Let's go. Chicago, stand the fuck up. I mean that shit. Let's go, baby. Calm down. This has been UNRAP, baby. UNRAP, baby. You already know what it is. We'll be back at it like crack addicts next Friday at 8:30. Don't be late. Big shout out to EPIK1. You're the motherfucking man. You're an inspiration to every motherfucking body. And if you didn't get inspired tonight, something wrong with you. Go seek help, goddammit. Go seek help. And if you do want to go seek help, watch the show again. That'll be all the help you might need. I don't know. He just helped my night out. Boy, I feel good. I feel great. I might go drop kick one of my dogs or something. I don't know. This crazy shit's gonna happen tonight. I don't know. Well, I'll be back next week. I'll be back next week to tell you what happened. Wait a minute. I will be back next week to tell you what happened. Shout out to Shadow Master. Shout out to everybody that's been in the comments. Shout out to you, bro, for being on the show. We love you. For real.
Thank you guys for having me. And man, I'm just happy for the opportunity again. Like, man, call somebody you love, man. Call somebody you haven't called, because that's what it's about, man. Reaching out is definitely an important thing in life, man. It's more important than your TV show you're watching right now. So
yeah,
not this TV show, but not this one. But,
and you know what? Because you were so dope tonight, I'm gonna give you a pass, and I ain't gonna rap. It's your night. You know what I'm saying? It's your night. I ain't gonna spoil it. No, I'm just fucking with you, man. You killed it, brother, man.
Thank you.
We appreciate you so much. Nothing but love over here on some real shit. All bullshit aside. Like I said, we will be back at it like crack addicts next motherfucking Friday at 8:30, goddammit. Chicago time, dummy. Get your shit straight. We out of here, man. Peace.